Who's ready for the starting lineups? First for the American League, as announced by the manager of the Yankees, Aaron Boone. Leading off from the Detroit Tigers, second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Batting second from the Tigers, in left field, Riley Green. Batting third from the Yankees, in right field, Aaron Judge. Batting fourth from the Seattle Mariners, it's the big dumper, the Derby champ, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Batting fifth from the Toronto Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting sixth from the Baltimore Orioles, the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Batting seventh from the Tampa Bay Rays, the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Batting eighth from the Tigers, in center field, Javier Baez. And batting ninth from the Athletics, shortstop, Jacob Wilson. And the starting pitcher for the American League, from the Tigers, Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Go
Yo.
get him,
Yo.
JD.
Yo.
Let's go.
And the party don't start till I walk in. And I usually don't leave until the thing ends. In the meantime, in between time, you work your thing, I work mine. See, I've been putting it down here since 83. Since the late show MD robbery. When Rolling Paradise was the place to be. He was right, he was bumping the homie shot. I'm the MVP, most ballin' player. Make my own moves, call me the mayor. Monday night, Gentleman's Club. Tuesday night, I'm up in the velvet room. Wednesday, I'm at Strokers only. Thursday, jump clean and I follow with cream. Friday, shark bark, higher with Frank Steve. Right on the floor is where you can find me. Saturday, still up in Easy for Sheezy. You can find me up in one tree. Sunday, that's when I get my sleep in. Cause on Monday we be at it again. Now put your hands up. 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 Let's go.
And now the starting lineup for the National League, as announced by the manager of the Dodgers, Dave Roberts. Leading off from the Dodgers, DH Shohei Ohtani. All right, Atlanta, the two-hitter in right field, Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting third from the Arizona Diamondbacks, the second baseman, Ketel Marte. All right, Atlanta, it's another one of your own. Batting fourth from the Dodgers at first base. Welcome back to Freddie Freeman. Batting fifth From the San Diego Padres, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Batting sixth from the Dodgers in the bullpen, the catcher, Will Smith. Batting seventh from the Chicago Cubs in left field, Kyle Tucker. Batting eighth from the New York Mets, the shortstop, Mr. Smile, Francisco Lindor. And batting ninth from the Cubs in center field, PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong. Starting the game for the National League from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Paul Skeens. Atlanta, let's hear it once again for your 2025 Major League All-Stars. There we go from Ludacris and Jermaine Dupri to the Zac Brown Band for the national anthem when you come back. Back in Atlanta, getting closer to first pitch. Presenting tonight's colors, please welcome U.S. Space Force, accompanied by drummers from the United States Air Force Band. And here to honor America with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome a multi-platinum and three-time Grammy Award-winning country music band from right here in ATL, the Zac Brown Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, on the other side of this break, the former All-Star, the Hall of Famer, the former Brave, John Smoltz joins me. Back here in Atlanta, getting closer and closer to first pitch of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game at Truist Park. We welcome inside. I figure it's time this guy gets to work here. John Smoltz, the former Brave, the 8-time All-Star. And as we reach the All-Star break here and you take stock across baseball, you've got the surprise of the summer over in the American League. The Detroit Tigers have the best record in baseball. On the National League, no surprise, it's the defending champion Dodgers who are out in front. And we get ready for the second half sprint here. We get ready for the All-Star Game as it was at the Fall Classic last year. This All-Star Game is a good reminder that we're appreciating two of the all-time greats right now, and Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and what a perfect representation for each league. One in each league having monster seasons, and it's not possible to think they can keep getting better. And that's exactly what they're doing. Let's start with Aaron Judge. All he's done is added average to that power. Historic year a couple years ago. He keeps getting better. He keeps closing the windows of how pitchers can get him out, and he's the fastest to 350 home runs. And for Ohtani, by the way, he's going to pitch. He's going to get even better. And what he's done at the plate is a marvel. These are two iconic, game-changing players representing each league, representing the All-Star Game.
As far as the starters go in this game, if you were going to go into a lab and design aces, you'd come out of it looking like this probably. Big and powerful and intimidating. Tarek Skubal of the Tigers, Paul Skeens of the Pirates.
I'm telling you, both these guys could play football on the offensive line. That's how big they are, but they have the stuff to just eliminate hitters. You're talking about a young man who's now started each of the 2 seasons he's performed. That doesn't happen very often. He's got the stuff to absolutely eliminate hitting, and you see what he's done as an ERA in the first 2 years and 43 starts. On the other side, Mr. Skubal and the Detroit Tigers, this is what they're leaning on. He's trying to become the 5th pitcher to lead the league in the Triple Crown. He's a left-handed beast. There's a right-handed beast on the mound. Watch out, hitters.
There's only one thing left to do. These guys can't play on an empty stomach. They got to fuel up, and we are in the South, so you better hit some comfort food.
What's good here? I would love the polar bear bites.
Go with the Ellie melt.
The big dumper.
Oh, hey.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
Welcome to the 2025 MLB All-Star Game on Fox, presented by Mastercard. And as we get set in Atlanta for the Midsummer Classic, these players spent the first half of the season auditioning for their chance to be in this game.
Bronx Bombers bat some baseballs. Bronx Bombers bat some baseballs.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
1, 2, 3.
Take a deep breath, shake the nerves, and remember to smile.
How much wood could a wit chuck?
It's only the audition of a lifetime.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Are you pitching to me?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
A calling that comes once a year.
Is there a Jacob Wilson here?
Break a leg, Rug.
The next mark on baseball's Midsummer Classic, a dream park.
Can you go to your mark, please?
Tonight in Atlanta, there's no cameos, no supporting roles, just the game's 81 leading men.
Am I pronouncing this right? Big dumper?
It's a stage name.
Any special talent?
Take me off for the
Ball game.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Whether you're stepping into this spotlight for the first time or the 11th.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The feeling never gets old.
Mr. Jones, how old did you say you are?
28-ish.
The American League, the National League.
To swing or not to swing?
Houston, we have liftoff.
You're gonna need a bigger bat.
I got the need for speed. I'm fast.
You can handle the heat.
It's Major League Baseball's 95th All-Star Game.
We have one more left. This is Shohei Ohtani.
Welcome to the All-Star Game on Fox.
You got the part. You all got the part. One of the guys that's going to be featured is with Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Freddie, you played here 12 years.
Yeah.
You won a World Series with the Atlanta Braves, and now you're here for your 9th All-Star Game. What kinds of emotions are you experiencing tonight?
I think all of them. My hands are sweating right now. The ovation I got earlier, it's special. I watched this place get built. There's a red pennant up there that's so special to me, and it's an honor to be back.
You did get a warm reception and introductions. What would you like to say to this crowd?
Oh, man, I could be here all day talking to these fans. You guys mean, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. My first 12 years I got to spend in this wonderful city, so you guys gave me standing ovations when I've come back. You guys cheered for me, you watched me before I became a father and a husband, and now back here as a husband and father with 3 awesome boys. So thank you guys for everything, and hopefully I can get another hit for you guys tonight.
Freddie, thanks very much. Have a great night. Joe, back to you.
All right, Kenny, a guy that is a legend with 2 franchises and in 2 cities. Well, tonight we proudly recognize 30 remarkable students who participated in Mastercard's signature STEM education program, Kids for Tech. These kids have joined a community that's more than 12 million strong in 65 countries and just celebrated its 11th anniversary. We applaud their passion for both STEM and sports and honor them as they take the field alongside their heroes during this priceless experience through the Mastercard MLB All-Star Youth Ambassadors Program. All right, and as the kids take the field, we take a look at the lineup for the American League. It is filled with Tigers. You got 3 Tigers in this starting lineup with Torres and Green at the top, and then it's Aaron Judge. He's second in home runs because Cal Raleigh's leading the way with his 38 in the first half and then won the Derby last night. Guerrero bats 5th at first base. The DH is a first-time All-Star in Ryan O'Hearn with Caminero, the rookie. Javier Baez back in the All-Star game, and Jacob Wilson hitting 9th. Starting at short in his first All-Star game as well. So here we go. Those guys, they won. They get not just take the field, but they get to talk with Paul Skeens as he gets ready to start this game. Let's go down to the other side now. Here's Tom Verducci.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Cal Raleigh, wow. For someone who was cut by his middle school team, drafted in the 3rd round, hit 180 as a rookie, a hell of a year. 38 home runs, home run derby champion. Tonight, your first All-Star game, hitting cleanup for the American League. Put into words what this journey means.
I don't even know if I could. You know, it's I'm speechless. So just super excited to be out here with the best players in the world, packed house. You know, it's what you dream of as a kid, and you're gonna try to get dubbed tonight. So,
well, Cal, we know you're a great catcher. You're a great hitter. We're going to find out about your baseball commentary skills. You will be mic'd up in the bottom of the 1st inning, along with Tarek Skubal, as you work your way through the top of the National League lineup, starting with Shohei Ohtani. Give us a hint as we eavesdrop on you and Tarek.
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun. They got some great hitters over there, and you know, hopefully we can give you guys something good to talk about. So who knows?
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Cal.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Back to you,
All right,
Joe.
so there is Paul Skeens, who won Rookie of the Year last year with a 1.96 ERA. Looks to be hunting a Cy Young this year. 2 years in the big leagues, starting pitcher for the National League both years. Umpires for this Midsummer Classic. Behind the plate is the crew chief, Dan Iasonia, Marvin Hudson, Chris Siegel, Jansen Visconti, Jeremy Rehak, and Eric Backus. And these guys are going to have a little bit of a different wrinkle in this game. The ball strike challenge system is coming to the All-Star game. They've been working on it for years in the minors. They had it in big league spring training this year. Only the hitter, the pitcher, and the catcher can challenge a call. You get 2 of them. You keep them if you're right. And we're going to get a chance to see it tonight.
We're going to get a chance to see that. We're going to get a chance to see a lot of heat. This guy on the mound goes downhill as good as anybody, and hitters are going to have to be really, really good at picking out something to hit, because both pitchers don't give up many hits.
We were talking about it off at the top. These guys are exactly how you would design aces, big and intimidating. In the case of Skeens, it's not just the power, but he's got 7 different pitches.
And that's what makes him so tough. I love how he goes downhill. He's in front of the rubber. It looks like he's even closer. He's tall. He's big.
And scary.
Yeah.
Standing in there, you're a hitter. First guy to do that is Gleyber Torres of the Tigers. And off we go with the first pitch swinging and a foul back on 99. You know, Torres is at the All-Star game his first couple years with the New York Yankees and was looking like one of the top young players in the league. Up and down last few seasons, goes to the Tigers though, and in his first year in Detroit has played a huge role in their resurgence.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job adjusting. He's getting on base. He's not striking out as much, and he's really good with 2 strikes. All these guys are going to try to get his swing as early as they can against these power pitchers if they see it out of their hand.
Fastballs by him, 1-2.
1-2.
Paul Skeens 6'6", 260 pounds. Not just the size and the power, though. Great feel. Comes at you from a tough angle as well. Guys just don't see him. This is away here, and the count's 2-2.
Yeah, and he's got different lanes that he can throw with that movement. And he's just got a bulldog mentality. I mean, you watch, he's going to be well over 200 innings. I wouldn't be surprised this year and then the rest of his career.
Strikes out Torres for the first out as he touches triple digits for the first time. So the All-Star Game back here in Atlanta, the 3rd time that it's hosted, and in the ceremonial first pitches, 3 guys that were honored that season as Braves. Chipper Jones, who went deep in the 2000 All-Star Game. Andrew Jones and Andres Galarraga. One away in this first inning from one Tiger to another in Riley Green. Skeens deals and Green takes upstairs. Green, a guy who got to the major leagues really early on. He got there so early that it feels like he should be 29 or 30 at this point, but he's making his 2nd straight All-Star appearance, and he's still only 24. And a 1-0 from Skeens takes a strike.
Well, the progression of the young players for the Tigers, along with their really good pitching, is why they're surprising everybody and dominating the first half in the American League Central.
Largest lead in baseball. Tigers with an 11.5 game advantage in the Central, and the best record in the sport. Green takes strike 2, and it's been nothing but heat.
No, and I'll tell you right now, if that would have been called strike 3, I think we'd have seen our first challenge.
Yeah.
That one was up a little bit, but it's by you before you can make that decision off of Skeens.
Home with a 1-2, and this is away. Count evens 2-2. Skeens struck out Torres to open the game. 2-2 on Green.
The good and the bad of pitching in the All-Star Game, when you only have 1 inning, sometimes some pitchers try to do too much. He's simplifying. He's saying, here it is, try to hit it. I got 1 inning, and then I'll get ready for that second half.
Already making his 2nd start in the All-Star Game. He's a little more than a year into his major league career. First guy ever to do that, to start the game in each of his first 2 seasons. Said he was more excited for the conversations this year. Last year was a whirlwind. He had been in the big leagues for a total of 11 starts, but this year was excited to enjoy it a little bit more. His payoff pitch to Green is swung on and missed, and he turns it up to 100, makes it back-to-back Ks to open this All-Star Game.
I'm just telling you right now, his arm angle and the way the ball comes out of the hand, the hitters are really at a disadvantage. I mean, you expand the zone at all on this guy, and you got no chance. You've got to find a way to get him in the zone. That's what makes him special. 3-2. The hitter's going to be aggressive, and he was.
Not too many hitters set up there feeling like they could be on a level playing field, but the next guy right here, big and powerful against bigger and more powerful, and Aaron Judge, who takes strike 1. This has got to be the matchup of the day right here.
Yeah, it's the matchup of the day, and I'm still waiting. I'm trying to guess who's going to get that first challenge.
Aaron Boone said he told his guys, go ahead and do it. Feel free. Just
be right.
Make sure you're right. Out in 0-1, Judge grounds one up the middle. At second base, Scott Marte over to first to finish off a 1-2-3 first inning for Skeens.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we.
Here comes Ohtani to lead things off for the National League, and the rest of the lineup looks like this. Ronald Acuna bats second. Ketel Marte hits third. Freddie Freeman's the cleanup man, with Manny Machado at third base hitting fifth. Will Smith does the catching. Then it's Tucker, Lindor, and Pete Crow Armstrong. A couple Cubs down there at the bottom of the lineup. And we're telling you about Tarek Skubal off at the top. Reigning Cy Young Award winner, 18-4 with a .239 last year. Even better this year. And since early April, a sub-2 ERA.
You better swing.
Hey, that's right. We hear Cal Riley talking to Shohei Ohtani, who climbs in. And Skubal goes to work against the National League home run leader. Strike one. All right, so we got microphones and earpieces in the battery. Do you guys both hear us? Cal, Tarek, you guys got me?
Yeah, I got you.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Hey, we're going to let you guide this. We're just going to be flies on the wall here. Tell us what you're doing.
Oh, trying to get ahead. There you go. Maybe take a shot here. So 2. Probably go to a changeup. I don't know what you're thinking, Cal. Spit on that pretty good.
Good pitch.
1, 2. Want to go back to it or somewhere else?
Right here.
Yes, sir.
He flips it into center field, a leadoff base hit.
Well, Tony just reaches out and catches one just enough. Right off the end of the bat.
And now a great hand as Ronald Acuna Jr. comes to the plate. Standing ovation and a tip of the cap for a guy that always seems to seize the moment. Tarek, watch out first pitch here with this guy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Where's the talent meter? How hard was that one?
Got it by him. 0-2 on Acuna. You guys have PitchCom during the real games. We can just do this though. You CalCom. You can just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Cut out the foul.
I messed it up there at the first pitch. Big shake.
Saw him off at second. Torres has no play. National League putting a couple balls in play, and the first 2 have reached.
Well, in an era of exit velocity, those are the 2 softest hit balls, and that sometimes happens when you get great pitchers on the mound. You got to take whatever you can, and broken bat and one at the end, off the end of the bat.
So first and second for the National League, and Ketel Marte, who starts at second base for the 2nd consecutive year for the NL, and hitting third tonight. Swing and a miss. Cal, is this a little more fun than facing Tarek like you did last weekend?
Yeah, I'm good on that. I don't want him.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't fun facing him. He tore us up.
No time. Ohtani can jog in, and an extra base hit from Marte. Here comes Acuna. A 2-run double. 2-0 NL.
Well, the ball beats the hitter. He gets it down the first base line. There's nothing you can do about that. And that speed on the bases is going to allow 2 runs to score, but just inside the line. Seeing 3 different ways to get hits, and 2 first ones were not. That's what you want as a pitcher. You want to give up soft contact on those first 2, but it didn't result in outs.
And the Freddie chance as Freddie Freeman climbs in against Skubal. Tarek, I know these are all All-Stars and are all hard to face, but this is a guy that seems like through the years, it's really hard to find a window to go to get him.
Yeah, I haven't really quite figured it out yet, to be honest.
Pretty good right there.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Cal, how confident are you when you put that challenge call in? You feel good about it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Freeman pounds
Three in
on
a
the
row right
ground.
now, 4 in a row.
Over at third, Caminero. And there's the first
I
out.
thought I was never going to get an out there.
Matter of time. No one gone in this first inning. Manny Machado to the plate in the age of 33. As good as ever in a season of milestones for the Padres third baseman. He's hit his 350th home run. He's got his 2000th hit.
Oh, that's right up. Good. You all right?
Good, Dan. Good.
Sure. You all right, Cal?
Thank you.
Straight back.
Oh, that's right up.
Good.
1 second.
Good, Dan. Good.
Cal, I don't know how you masked men do it.
You just get used to it, I guess.
Jeez.
Part of the game.
Oh, and 2 on Machado. Tarek, I was talking to your manager yesterday, and he said the #1 thing that he loves about you is how much you love the competition in the strike zone. I mean, this has got to be the best for you, huh? Facing these dudes.
No doubt. No doubt.
Ball down.
Oh, what do you
challenge
think?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it can come from the. It can't come from the dugout, but it can come from the booth. I think it's going to work.
Let's see, Kyle. How'd you do? How'd you do?
I get the strike.
Automated balls and strikes powered by T-Mobile's network.
That's messed up.
Hey, you take them any way you can get them, boys.
There we go.
There you go, Cal. 1 for 1. I have confidence in you.
You made history, too. It's the All-Star Game, but it's the first time in the big leagues we've used ABS. Dave Roberts getting a kick out of it. We just showed a shot of him. All right, so 2 gone, and the batter's Will Smith. Inside corner. Cal, respect, real recognize real here, huh? Two great catchers, you and this guy.
Yeah, this guy's unreal. He's having a great year. What?
0-2.
Well, before the inning gets over, thank you guys for doing this. Thank you for wearing the mic and giving the fans something pretty cool.
Sorry, I cussed us.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
All right, you just struck out the best 2-strike hitter in the National League, Tarek.
Yeah, thank you. A little bit of bad hit there, but we're all right. We're all right.
Thank you, guys. 2-0 after 1.
Southern California with Kershaw was obviously the guy. The Legends pick is awesome. The concept of it is awesome. Just being able to share a field with him, share a clubhouse with him is a huge honor.
To be able to kind of look up to a guy and then you finally get to meet an idol and talk baseball with him, pretty special moment for me in my career.
And we're actually going to get to talk baseball with Clayton. I can't believe you're doing this, Clayton.
I can't either. I'm going to try to throw some cheese real quick. Hold on.
Cal Raleigh hooks it in the air to left field. And a sliding catch by Kyle Tucker.
That was sick.
Easy.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker now with the Cubs, enjoying a great season and enjoying a great catch.
I think this might be my last batter, guys.
That was sweet.
Yeah, how hard was that one? 91?
It was an out.
It was an out. All right, going cheese again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. I mean, you and Paul Skeens are pretty much the same guy.
Right down the middle. I'm so glad he didn't swing. Okay, I'm going curveball here.
Okay.
Oh, that was short.
What now? Double up.
All right, now I think I probably got to go slider. Let's think what Will thinks, but I think I got to go slider here. No, he wants curveball again. All right, fine.
Got him. Uncle Charlie.
Okay. What do you want? Smoltzy, what do you want?
Cutter in, slider in.
I don't throw a cutter,
He doesn't
slider in.
say cutter.
Son of a.
Gonna make him mad.
That was short. Thank you.
How about this splitty? Break out the splitty.
All right, what's the count? 2-2?
Yeah,
this
2-2.
is so weird talking to you guys.
It's kind of weird for us too. Hey, sit him down.
I think that might be it.
I think that's it. And
Clayton,
what a year, buddy.
What a career.
And what a moment. Soak it in.
Thanks, brother. All right. Thanks. Thanks, dude. Attaboy. Thanks, guys. That was fun. That was fun. Thank you. Thanks, dude. Thanks, brother. That was fun. All right.
That's yours.
You, I keep it?
That's yours. You keep
All right.
it. That's yours. Well done, Kurt.
Thanks, guys. All right.
One of the greatest that ever lived right there, Clayton Kershaw.
Hey, that was fun, guys. Thanks for talking.
You're the best, 22.
Hey. Oh, take it, yeah. Thanks, dude. Sick. Sick. Suck it. Suck it, big dumper. Suck it, big dumper. Yeah. Yeah. Great work. Take him, yeah. Get him. There you go.
Clayton Kershaw in his 18th season at his 11th All-Star game. There's only been 3 pitchers that have been to more All-Star games than Kershaw. Recently became the 20th member of the 3,000 strikeout club, and you got another one right here.
And you know what he's going to remember more than anything ever? This moment.
Yeah?
I just think when a pitcher knows he's nearing the end and he get a chance to do something like that, it's one of the coolest things he'll remember. And Adam is in the game looking up to Kershaw, nasty in his own right, trying to finish the inning.
Padres reliever who has an incredible story. Drafted 15 years ago, 5 organizations ago. He underwent 4 major arm surgeries while he was in the minors before he even got a big league shot. He's finally gotten healthy, and he's at the All-Star game here as part of a dominant Padres bullpen. And to your point, a longtime Clayton Kershaw fan. A lot of that was from afar as he was coming up, dreaming of one day just scratching the big leagues. And here he is relieving Kershaw.
Yeah, they got to warm up at the same time because he had to know he was going to get ready by the 3rd hitter. And he has that unique delivery that creates such an illusion for the hitter, that changeup that never gets to the plate. I'm sure he's going to throw a changeup right here, 2-2, and look at that stat right there.
Major League high 46 games pitched for Adam, who comes home with a 2-2, and O'Hearn digs it out, hooks it down the line. That is just foul. Ryan O'Hearn, a similarly impressive journey here to the All-Star game for a guy that was cut loose by Kansas City a few years ago, comes to Baltimore, sporadic playing time at first, but he's become an All-Star. And take a good look at him in Orioles colors, because that ain't going to last long.
Yeah, for sure. He loves that short porch over there. Interesting pitch selection here. That was a changeup that he hooked, and typically if it didn't take so long for the batter to get back in the box, you would throw a fastball right after that changeup. Slow him down, speed him up, but I don't know what they'll do here 2-2 after that delay.
Hale looking for its first base runner. On the outside corner, there's that changeup to finish him off. Jason Adam follows Clayton Kershaw and gets a strikeout of his own. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow @playball on social media. Carlos Rodon, the Yankees left-hander, who's in his 3rd season with New York and has finally put it all together at his first All-Star game as a Yankee. Facing a couple Cubs here down at the bottom of the order. Just faced the Cubs last weekend. 8 scoreless innings to get his 10th win. 2-0 on Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, Rondon is just somebody that comes right at you. I mean, he loves the fastball, curveball, slider, but he's coming at you with intensity and purpose.
And a little more of a mix than he used to have.
Yeah, I think he learned a lot from last year's first playoff game where he came out just throwing bullets and maybe ran out of a little bit of gas, and he's controlling everything in a finer motion where he knows the totality of the year is more important than one particular game. And he's a huge part of the Yankees right now, rotation.
You're good. Kyle Tucker acquired in a trade this offseason and has helped transform that Cubs team. They've not been to the postseason since 2020, but an offensive machine with the acquisition of Tucker and the breakout of the 9-hitter for this National League team and Pete Crow Armstrong. Most runs per game for the Cubs since 1935.
Yeah, this is a trade that really helped both ball clubs, Houston benefiting and the Cubs benefiting.
On a payoff pitch, Tucker hits it on the ground to second. And Gleyber Torres helps out his old teammate, tossing over to first base for the first out of the second. Now, can you believe that Francisco Lindor has not been to an All-Star game since 2019? That this is his first one as a New York Met?
Yeah, that's hard to believe, and I'll make an argument. I'll make a statement this is not his last one for a Met.
There you go. And starting the game for the first time. Might have taken some time, but he has settled into New York. They've fully embraced him. If there was any question left about that, last year sealed the deal. Big swing after big swing. He was the runner-up to Ohtani for MVP, so the big picture was sparkling. But then he had those indelible moments that Mets fans are always going to remember, including one here on the final day, game-winning home run just to get the Mets into the postseason. And an 0-1 from Rodani goes up to get it and fouls it back.
Well, it's going to be an exciting divisional race. They're going to probably switch places another 10 more times between the Phillies and the Mets. And Lindor and the Mets offense trying to battle that really balanced offense for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Ball down. Good take by Lindor. Yeah, it seems like every time I check, a different one of those two is in first place. The Mets had the great start, but they had a stretch where they lost 14 of 17. The Phillies have been below 500 since late May. Ball up. A little bit outside, and it's 2-2. Got him. Fastball to get Lindor. 2 up and 2 down in the second. They were talking about those Cubs, the transformation they've had offensively. They acquired Tucker and then Pete Crow Armstrong, maybe the biggest breakout star in baseball this year.
Yeah, I'm blown away. We all knew about his speed and defense, but how about the power? I mean, he's combining power in that bat from the left side and just really transforming that offense and really solidifying that defense up the middle.
Only 3 players have reached 25 home runs and 25 stolen bases faster in a season than Pete Crow Armstrong. Alfonso Soriano, Eric Davis, and Bobby Bonds. Already Crow Armstrong 25 and 27. You can make a good MVP case when you consider the full body of work, and you're going to get a chance to see him run here as he drops one into the right field corner. PCA into second with a double.
Just drops a barrel at it and easy double. That ball kicks around at all. He'll be heading to third base, but classic left-handed hitting. When you miss in that spot, you don't get it down, they don't swing and miss. They love it right there.
And when I say he's making an MVP case, the caveat is that Ohtani's kind of in his own category, and if he continues to do what he's doing, which is both jobs, the award's his. Last year, as spectacular as it was, 54 home runs and 59 stolen bases, it was easy to forget that that's only half of the deal. He's resumed pitching, and he's looked awesome. Now an 0-1 takes outside.
But the natural argument would be the hitting will go down a little bit. When you do both, it's almost impossible for him to have the highest standard offensively and on the mound. He's still hitting the home runs. His average has gone down just a little bit since pitching, but man, oh man, what an athlete.
Gave up a run in his first game back from Tommy John. 8 scoreless innings since then. Went 3 innings for the first time on Saturday in San Francisco. Dodgers taking their time building him up, just with their sights set on October. Now on this 2-1, he gets into one down the line. Foul, and it dents some of the railings over there. Homered in last year's All-Star game, and At least has a big laugh right here. Count goes to 2-2. 110 miles per hour, Johnny.
Wow. Not only did he get on top of that, he hooked it. This should probably be heat right here.
It was, and he grounded it to first base. Guerrero Jr. to the bag to finish off the second inning for Rodon. And we're back after word from your local Fox station.
Baseball fans, I'm Fox weather meteorologist Bob Van Dillen. Here's a look at your all-star forecast. Here we go. Intense thunder and lightning are coming in from the Windy City. This is a PCA, a Pete Crow Armstrong. We haven't seen anything move like this in over 20 years. Be on alert. We're going to see home runs possible and stolen bases likely. Joe, back to you.
All right, coming off a double in the bottom of the second inning. Now he's out there in center field, and this is how the game works, Pete. In the All-Star game, you get an extra base hit. You get to put the earpiece in for us and get a ball hit right to you.
First ball.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's
Pete,
fun.
It's good to talk to you, man. I mean, 23 years old. You're in your second season in the big leagues. Do you ever look around and say, how in the world did I get here?
Yeah, all the time. This is the easiest opportunity to do that. And I'm sharing the outfit with one of my new best buds in Kyle, so it's special.
One pitch, one out. As Junior Camanero's retire, one pitch base hit, beg your pardon. As Camanero's at first, and Javier Baez swings and misses for a strike.
Sorry, I'm still a little winded.
I don't blame you.
Playing center field in Wrigley is one thing, but where's your favorite place to play center field?
Ooh.
I would think Colorado with all that space and all the speed you've got.
I mean, the ball actually finds a way to just like kind of hang up and balloon. So yeah, I do like it. I'd say LA though. Playing at Dodger Stadium's been my favorite place to play defense.
How much of that is it's special because you grew up going to games there?
Well, that's exactly it, but we've played some really fun games there, so I've gotten to make an impact on that side of the ball, and that's always special to me. I love doing that.
Don't undersell. You've made some sick plays there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Logan Webb in the game, better and better. Perennial Cy Young contender, misses away with this one. The count's 2-2 on Baez.
I got to believe with the Cubs, your guys' confidence has got to be growing as one of the elite teams in the National League.
Absolutely. I think, I mean, I was just talking to, ooh.
Hit pretty slowly. Machado's only plays at first. Go ahead, Pete.
No, I mean, it's definitely nice, you know, feeling like we're being recognized and put in the same conversation as these recent juggernauts that be the Yankees and the Dodgers. I'm proud of that, being a part of that. But I mean, we made really good acquisitions this offseason, and everybody that we added has just made us a whole lot better. So
I think we're going to get a moment right here for Freddie Freeman, Pete, from this Atlanta crowd. Dave Roberts making the change mid-inning. Spent the first 12 seasons of his career here in Atlanta, and his manager, the end of his time here, Brian Snitker, gets a well-deserved hand. Jacob Wilson to the plate, and he goes after the first pitch, flies it into left center.
Shoot, you're right there.
Come on, doesn't the center fielder get to take charge?
My Lord, I can't hear anything outside. I can't hear you. I peeked though. I peeked well. I was calling for it. I was like, I don't know. I peeked. I had a feeling.
You can tell Kyle it's our fault. Right, we're in your ear while you're trying to communicate.
Yeah, I'll let him know when I go back inside. Yeah, Kyle's special. I don't think his defense get talked about enough. So
that's a strike on Gleyber Torres. I get a lot of kids that tell me they want to be like PCA. For the kids that want to be like you, what would you tell them?
I hope you be exactly how you are supposed to be. you know, I think I've dealt with, you know, trying to emulate other people and focusing a little bit less on myself and what makes me great and unique. And I think that is so important for kids that play this game or don't. Just understand that, you know, there's so much to offer, and everybody's so nice and unique in their own individual way.
Pete, you are a gift to this game. You don't change, okay?
Thank you, guys. Nice talking to you.
Enjoy your first All-Star, first of many, my friend.
I am. I appreciate it.
All right, this 95th Midsummer Classic rolls on from Atlanta. The National League 2, the American League nothing. Back in a moment. Wilson, who was an All-Star with the Pirates in 2004. His son Jacob, an All-Star with the Athletics this year. The first father-son duo to play shortstop at the All-Star game. Now, we got them both here. We got them both mic'd up with earpieces in. You guys both got me?
Hey, what's up, guys?
This is so cool. As Ronald Acuna gets ready to lead off this inning against Brian Wu. Jacob, congratulations. I mean, 2 years ago, you were in college.
Yeah.
Now you're at the All-Star game. What's this ride been like to this point?
Yeah, it's been crazy. You know, it went by fast. I'm just happy to be here. Happy to represent the A's, and I just love playing baseball.
I know you got to be ready here with this guy.
Yeah.
You've 0-2 on Acuna. Jack, you coach Jacob every step of the way. What's your advice been for this first All-Star experience for him?
Nah, just enjoy the moment. Be out there. He looks phenomenal. Your flow is fantastic right now, Jacob. Thank you. I haven't had a flow like that since like middle school, so I'm really proud of you right now. And I don't want to mess with you because you know with Wu throwing six. Yeah. Acuna might give you some top spin. No, he's been great, man. I mean, from the day, he grew up over in Turner Stadium with his Braves uniform and hitting BP in center field. So this is amazing coming back here for him.
Wu strikes out Acuna.
Well, Jacob, I'm a little bit in a weird place. I faced your dad, and now I'm calling your All-Star game. Has your dad told you what his batting average is against me?
He has not. You need to remind me.
333, 4 for 12. So
come on, that can't be right.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm officially old, but glad for you guys.
Thank you. No, this is amazing. Thanks for having us on.
Ketel Marte, who's knocked in the 2 runs in this game, grounds his ball to second for Torres. Jacob, you hate striking out, I know.
Yep.
Tell me about these stickball games in the backyard where you hone that ability to put the ball in play.
Yeah, going back in the backyard, obviously my dad plays some stickball growing up, as every son does, and let me tell you, I got dominated for about 10 years. So all the stuff that he threw was nasty, and I had to learn to figure it out eventually. But no, it was fun. Definitely helped me get to hear it for sure.
Dad, you threw it hard too, right?
Yeah, our games were epic. I did not take it easy on him, so that was pretty fun. I was an 8-year-old kid getting dominated by my dad in the backyard.
Pete Alonso came off of the bench for Freddie Freeman. His first at-bat takes inside, ball 1. Alonso having his most well-rounded year in his return to New York. Uncertain that his time there was going to continue, but he's back. And the Mets are too, right in the thick of things again.
Ball down.
2-0.
Look at height.
Jacob, anybody in particular you looked forward to meeting and that you've gotten a chance to say hi to?
I think everybody, on both sides right now. It's just being able to talk to them when they get to second base or inside my clubhouse. It's been great. It's been fun just to be able to meet them and get to know them a little bit better than playing against them. Oh, we got guys. How about that?
Hey, you guys had a 1-2-3 inning together.
Yeah, nice. Go AL.
Jack, what do you want to say bye to Jacob?
Oh, man, keep going. Have another bat. Ambush. Ambush. Yeah, I know. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jacob. Baseball's just heating up. Be a part of all the excitement and action this summer. Scan the QR code or go to MLB.com/tickets and plan your ballpark visit. This is David Peterson, left-hander for the Mets. For years it was what if he stayed healthy? So much potential there. Well, he had hip surgery a couple of years ago, came back from that last year, and since then he's been one of the top left-handers in the league.
It's all about his command. When his command is off, he's not as good. He's funky to hit, hard to hit. And it's all about the improved strike throwing that he has, and the Mets now are benefiting from this tall lefty.
Riley Green, who struck out his first time, and you saw Fernando Tatis Jr. has checked into the game in right field, so Ronald Acuña's night is finished. Green chases strike 3, and a strikeout to begin Peterson's game. Up comes Aaron Judge in the home run profile. Can't think of a better guy to do that on. Sponsored by Budweiser. American League record 62 in his MVP season 2022. 58 last year. Looks like he's headed for a 4th 50 home run campaign. Good chance he's headed for a 3rd MVP in 4 seasons. Perhaps a triple crown with the way that the average is. Lapping the pack in that category. And John, he's gone from best power hitter in the game to best hitter in the game to in the conversation of one of the best right-handed hitters, period, this game has ever seen.
Well, he's making adjustments that just to keep him in that company, because when you cut down the strikeouts and you continue to improve year to year, that's what baseball's about. Making adjustments, taking away things from pitchers. And when he can stay off of that pitch right there, he is deadly. And the pitchers are going to have to start thinking about walking him when they get in trouble with runners on, because he's no longer that guy that swings and misses too much.
314 average since 2022, sandwiched right between a couple guys you associate more with average. And in that time, he's averaged 60 home runs per 162 games. It's one of the greatest 4-year stretches statistically we've ever seen. And in his 10th year with the Yankees, chopping this ball to the hold it short. One New York star to another. Francisco Lindor snaps it across the diamond to get Judge. As amazing as he is at hitting home runs, it's the next guy that's leading the league. Home run leaders sponsored by Homes.com. Not enough people talking about what Cal Raleigh's doing. 38 home runs. It's 1 shy of the all-time record going into the All-Star break. It's 10 shy of the full season record for any catcher ever.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I know people are trying to hand out the hardware already, and pretty much Judge is leading, but he's not leading by that wide a margin. When this guy continues to do what he's doing at a catcher's position, with about an 80% chance of him catching versus DHing, that has to be taken into account.
He's on pace to hit 64. He bangs this one to the gap in right center field, cut off by Tatis, and he holds into a single. Heck of a play by Fernando Tatis Jr., who has transitioned from shortstop to right field the last few seasons and made it look easy.
He sure has. Great athlete, and now that he's healthy, San Diego in the mix of a playoff spot. But this is a guy that is connected with the bat. I mean, you talk about on a roll, win the home run derby. I mean, the only thing left for him to do is get the MVP of this game.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with 2 away, shoots his own base hit into right center field. Raleigh makes the turn, heads to 3rd in the American League. Has him cornered. And a 2-0 game here in the 4th. Some pretty darn good company. Mentioned he's on pace for 64. That would set the American League record. Bonds with his 73. The 38 that Raleigh has going into the break, the only guy with more going into the break was Bonds in that record-setting 2001 season. He had 39 going into the All-Star break. And it's not like this is out of the blue. Cal Raleigh hit 34 home runs last year. He won a Platinum Glove. Back to David Peterson here. He'll strand a couple, but Cal Raleigh has gone to another level. The big dumper, making sure people know his name. Every out-of-market MLB game now available at a new low price of $94.99. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.tv for details as Joe Ryan comes on to pitch. And Manny Machado pops the first pitch that he sees into the seats. That's a souvenir. Ryan of the Minnesota Twins. Last time out, he beat Paul Skeens on Friday. Got a unique arm angle. He says comes from his days playing water polo. Get unique movement on those pitches, and the Twins got a good one here.
They do. It's been an interesting year for the Twins. Streaky, to say the least.
0-2 on Machado.
That guy right there, if he stays healthy, they can get on the good side of the streaks. Minnesota underperforming, but a lot of time left in the second half to keep making a push.
It's 1-2 on Machado. You know, Machado early on in his career, a lot of flash, a lot of glitz, young superstar player, but he still has all that. He still has all the superstar ability, but has morphed into this model of consistency and toughness that probably didn't get talked about enough as he's played through injuries, still have been able to produce and producing at an extra high level this year as he's gotten healthy. 0-1 away in this 4th inning for the Dodger catcher Will Smith.
Well, you're seeing why that arm angle and that 4-seam fastball, the hitters just don't see it. And it's got great life to it. They're not hitting anything. They're under 200, about 171 off that 4-seam fastball.
Smith pops the first pitch that he sees into short center field. Gleyber Torres has had a busy day. 2 out just like that. Well, since the moment that it was announced, everyone has had August 30th circled as the Arch Manning era kicks off with a playoff rematch for the ages. Texas against the defending champion Ohio State on Big Noon Saturday. What a way to get the season rolling. August 30th on Fox. Kyle Tucker grounded out his first time, but he made a tremendous defensive play for Clayton Kershaw. And they're coming out swinging. Last Cubs outfielder to start the All-Star game was Kosuke Fukudome in 2008 when he set Wrigleyville on fire with that first half he had. Homered in his very first game as a Cub opening day. And they have not had an outfielder start until they had 2 of them this year, Tucker and Crow Armstrong. You know, for Tucker, it's been superstar production for years in Houston, but you had Correa and Altuve, Bregman, Alvarez. He kind of was able to coast under the radar. He's in the spotlight in Chicago. He's doing the same thing he's always done. It's just there's a little brighter light on him now, given the role.
Yeah, he's just one of the most. I'd say I don't think he's under the radar anymore. But you're right. When you have those kind of players around you, now he's got a chance to really shine.
2-2 on him. He's about to get paid by somebody. You know, Cubs fans are saying, I hope it's us. As he enters free agency. Strike 3 called, and Joe Ryan puts bookend Ks on an impressive 1-2-3-4. This Midsummer Classic continues, and these guys having some fun in Atlanta. Tonight we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners Stand Up to Cancer in reaffirming a commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our community. Please stand together with Major League Baseball, Mastercard, Fox, and the entire baseball family in support of all those this disease has touched. For more information and to find out how you can help, scan the QR code or visit standuptocancer.org. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Through August 22nd, when you tap or order online with your Mastercard at qualifying grocery stores and restaurants, Mastercard's going to donate 1 cent up to $5 million to Stand Up to Cancer. Standing up for the people we love. Priceless. National League with a 2-0 lead on Ketel Marte's doubled in the first inning before there was an out recorded. On August 2nd, Major League Baseball is taking over iconic Bristol Motor Speedway. A must-watch one-in-a-kind event. You can catch Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Braves taking on Ellie De La Cruz. The Reds. Bottom 4. Reds up 2-0. Did Ellie get a new helmet? Shut up, me. Me's trying to talk. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We've been getting updates on how the stadium looks, how the track looks, getting converted to a stadium for baseball.
I think it's going to be one of the neatest things we do, especially if you and I get to ride around that track.
It's going to be so good
in a car,
one-on-one, or just one car.
I think we do it. You know what bad thing could happen?
Nothing bad. That it's not banked or anything. Just a flat road. I'm sure you get on those banks, feel like you're on a roller coaster, ready to fall inside. A 2-0 lead for the National League as Mackenzie Gore comes on to pitch for the NL. This is a guy who they got in the Juan Soto trade. They've gotten you trade a guy like Juan Soto, you better get a bunch of key pieces. The Nationals did, and Mackenzie Gore has blossomed into the race.
He sure has, and the Nationals are going in a little bit different direction, but they have some young players to build their franchise around.
Speaking of young players, youngest player in this All-Star game, Junior Caminero at the plate here. Just turned 22 years old. He's already got 23 home runs, and he does it with just a vibrant personality, lovable energy. You got to see it a little bit last night with the home run derby where he finished runner-up. And he's 1 for 1 in this game with a base hit his first time.
And you know, with everything surrounding that organization, the challenges, they're loving the outdoor stadium in Yankees Spring Training Park, where they are just right in the mix again.
You just can't kill them. You just can't kill them. Tampa Bay Rays. To shorten Lindor. 1 gone in the 5th. Well, the American League East, it looked like the Yankees were just going to cruise start to finish, but the Yankees, the last month, only the White Sox have been worse than the New York Yankees, while the Blue Jays have been the hottest team in baseball and enter the break in first place in the division for the first time since '93, the last time the Blue Jays won it all.
And watch out, the Red Sox have won 10 in a row. They don't, I'm sure the All-Star break came at the wrong time for them.
Javier Baez takes inside. I've been saying, watch out for those Red Sox. People are like, watch out. 10 in a row for the Sox. Say, Javier Baez, one of the great stories at this All-Star game, was here back-to-back seasons early in his career with the Cubs, goes to the Mets, actually traded for Pete Crow Armstrong to the Mets, which is another story, but after finishing up his time in New York, signs his contract with the Tigers to be the guy, the first guy of this rebuild to get him back. The first few years, it was not good. Lindor just showing off here in time at first to get Baez. Not just not good, he was one of the worst hitters in baseball the first few years. And then the Tigers make that run late last season while he's undergoing hip surgery, out of sight, out of mind. It looked like maybe he would play for the Tigers again, maybe not. You didn't know, it wasn't a sure thing. Shows up to spring training. A.J. Hinch says, hey, your path back to being part of this thing is to be the most versatile guy in the league. And his eyes lit up. He said, you mean I get to go run around in center field? So he goes out and plays center field for the first time and doesn't just get back into the picture with the Tigers. He gets back to the All-Star game for the first time in 6 years.
Yeah, that's a lot going right in Motown. And a lot going right for this young man. And another situation while the A's are waiting for their stadium to be built. They're in Sacramento, and all he's done is gone first or second in all those categories.
We got a challenge here.
Oh, got it.
Called it a strike. Wilson said, I'm going to challenge that. And if there's anybody who should know, it may be him. Although, I don't know, the high strikeout or the low strikeout total is not just because he has good eyes, because he swings at everything and puts everything in play. But he did win the challenge, grounded out to short. Anyways, Mackenzie Gore with a few ground balls in a 1-2-3 inning and halfway home in Atlanta. Well, the first 3 hitters of the game for the National League had base hits. 2 runs came in to score, but nothing doing since then. And the latest pitcher for the American League from the Tampa Bay Rays, this is Drew Rasmussen. 8-9-1 coming up for the NL. Francisco Lindor lays off a upstairs fastball. Rays got Rasmussen in the Willie Adames trade back in 2021, and Adames did big things for the Brewers. But Rasmussen, 5 years in Tampa Bay, going back and forth between the bullpen and the rotation, a 2.75 ERA. It's just been a matter of staying healthy for him throughout his career. He's had 3 major arm surgeries. And along with Jason Adam, those guys become the first guys on record, and it's not a perfect science, but the first guys on record to make it to an All-Star game after 3 operations like that. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lindor. Wholesale substitutions for Aaron Boone on the defensive side. Buxton and Arozarena into the game in the outfield, with Chisholm and Aranda on the infield.
1-2.
Lindor in the National League trying to win the All-Star game for just the second time the last 12 editions.
It's been a rough go here for the National League.
You're asking Dave Roberts before the game, do they still, do they really want to beat the other side as their true competitive juice? And Dave said, I know I want to win because I'm 0-3. He's managed a few of these. Yeah, looking for his first. Lindor with a line drive into right field that Arozarena's on to pick off. 1 away in this 5th inning. Scoring's been hard to come by for the National League. They needed an Elias Diaz home run to win it in Seattle a couple years ago to get their only win out of their last 11 games. And I mean, the American League has only trailed for 6 innings the last 11 All-Star games. 1 away for Pete Crow Armstrong, who doubled his first time.
Ball that's up. Ball that's up.
I mean, there's an outside chance. I didn't think we'd see 50-50, and we did last year out of Ohtani. 50 stolen bases, 50 home runs. He's got an outside chance if the weather plays right in Chicago.
And when it plays right, it plays really right there, huh? 2-1. 25 home runs, 27 stolen bases. He started using a bigger bat at spring training, and he thinks that there's a couple things to that. He covers the plate a little bit better and just a little more pop there with a little more weight. Skies this one into short left center field. Riley Green the call and the catch. On a special moment before tonight's game to celebrate 15 years of partnership with Folds of Honor, Budweiser presented checks towards educational scholarships to Folds of Honor representatives. Folds of Honor provides families of fallen or disabled U.S. service members and first responders with life-changing scholarships. Well, a greeting for a guy that has done a lot of damage in this ballpark and in every other ballpark for that matter. And Kyle Schwarber has hit more home runs than anybody in the National League since going to the Phillies in 2022, and he's got 30 more this year. Third in the National League in that category. Ohtani and Eugenio Suarez ahead of him. He's got a good shot at a career high. He's saying something for a home run monster throughout his decade plus.
Yeah, a big part of the Phillies, and Harper's back, so their offense is well equipped with Kyle Schwarber. There you see 2 from 300. All I can think of, and I don't know why, but Guys go to their helmet.
Fly to center field. Buxton's drifting back.
And what if they don't mean it? And they get a challenge out of it, you know, putting their helmet, straighten it up.
Stories for the future. We have so much content. ABS comes to the big leagues. All-Star Game has come to Atlanta. We roll on Fox after this. Left-hander from the Cincinnati Reds, Andrew Abbott, who is having maybe the best pitching season nobody's talking about. Jazz Chisholm Jr. bats for the first time, grounds it foul.
Well, Cincinnati's still in the mix, too. Of course, Terry Francona going there. I thought that was a little bit of a surprise move, but they got good young pitching. They got to pick up their offense, and Cincinnati in the mix.
No one comes home. We are joined by Pete Alonso down at first base. Hi, Pete.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I promise John and I like you more than it seems like the people here in Atlanta do.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah, you got quite the greeting there.
Oh, absolutely. Love it.
What's up? So your fifth All-Star game. First one, you were a rookie. Now you're kind of one of the old guys. Have you felt that transition to being a veteran?
I mean, a little bit, but you still have to have some super ultra veteran guys around. Like, I know he's still relatively young, but I think he's got 7. Manny Machado, obviously, Kershaw, and I mean Freddie. I mean, you got some ultra veteran guys around, which is like really cool. You get to see, I mean, the best talent in the game, which is really, I mean, not just now, but you get to see the past, present, and future of the game here with the guys in the clubhouse.
Chisholm flies this ball into center field where Corbin Carroll will put it away.
Pete, you had an incredible ending to your season, and then you re-signed with the Mets, and certainly you're back at home. And what has been the biggest thing you've done different this year? I know this is a game of adjustments, and you're having a fantastic year, but what have you done differently this year?
I mean, I just feel really consistent with my mechanics. Yeah, I feel really consistent in my mechanics. I feel really comfortable at the dish. I mean, I just want to be repeatable and calm, cool, and collected, and just be in it every single day.
5 home runs away from Darryl Strawberry for the Mets record. I'm always fascinated the psychology of that as a guy bears down on a milestone like that. Obviously, it's in your head. How do you not let it keep you from eclipsing it?
I mean, to be honest, I think like people on the exterior talk about it more than I think about it. I mean, for me, I just want to win, and I just want to get a good pitch, put my best swing on a good pitch in my zone, and when it doesn't show up, do the best I can to take and catch the ball cleanly, run the bases hard, and make smart decisions. That's really all what it boils down to.
This game is built on confidence, right? It's a game of failure, but it's built on confidence. And you guys offensively, I think this is the best place you guys have ever been. Do you kind of agree on that?
Yeah, I mean, when we're healthy, we got depth, and we got guys with talent and grit, and those are some pretty good components that'll get us through the 162 to get us in a nice spot for the postseason.
Randy Rosarena's up there. His first at-bat of the game. He's taken over for Aaron Judge in right field. Not an 0-1 from Abbott. Takes outside. You faced this Abbott guy. Pretty nasty, huh?
No, he's really deceptive. He's got some really good stuff. I mean, he pitches with conviction. I mean, he can X the plate really, really well. He's a great location, and he does a great job of tunneling.
Head of a Rosarena 1-2, looking for a 1-2-3-6. Bouncer back to him. Coming to you, Pete. We appreciate you, Pete. Have a great second half, okay?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Throughout the entire weekend, fans at the Capital One All-Star Village got to check out the authentic All-Star gear. Shop the QR code and visit MLBshop.com to get your favorite All-Star team gear at home. And I'm glad that folks can get All-Star gear, and they should go there and buy it all up right now. But how sweet is it that the teams are wearing their uniform, players are wearing their team's uniforms again?
I'm telling you, it's one of the coolest things that, think about the young kids that didn't know that they could do that, because we grew up watching it, and now it's back, and you get to pick out and don't have to wonder who and where they played for.
Fernando Tatis Jr. leads off this inning. 1 ball, 1 strike against Chris Bubich. Tatis has taken over for Acuna defensively. This is his first at bat of the game. takes in the dirt. 2-1. Bunch of changes again defensively for the American League. Quan in left. Michael Garcia, another Royal. And Alejandro Kirk of the Toronto Blue Jays now doing the catching.
Ball that's up.
Well, for Tatis, his 6th season in a career that you can really split into 2 parts. He debuted when he was 20 years old in 2019. He had a home run title within his 3rd year, had a record-setting contract. But then he missed a full year. Swings and misses here, 3-2. There's a suspension. There were the injuries. He underwent 3 surgeries while he was away. This is the 3rd year of kind of career 2 for him. And while the numbers aren't through the roof like they were early, this is still such a fun player to watch. He takes a walk here, and what he's done defensively moving to right has been incredible. He's aboard to open this 6th inning. Then our game summary. 2 runs were in the bank before there was an out recorded. On a double from Ketel Marte off of Tarek Skubal.
2 soft hits and then 1 down the line, and that's all the scoring so far. Runs are hard to come by in the All-Star game lately. Pitching and the arms and the velocity. Winning out.
The National League, one of its last 15 since that double from Marte, who's pinch hit for here by Brendan Donovan of the St. Louis Cardinals. There goes the runner. Tatis will steal 2nd, and that's still very much part of his well-rounded game.
I was waiting for a promo on a stolen base, but I guess we don't have one.
Ah, yeah. Well, don't give it to him. I won't this year, right? Just stop right there, John. Sales is about to get angry.
Steal a base? Yeah, steal a base.
Here's a 2-0. Chopped foul. Cardinals kind of hard to figure out, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been one of those years for them, but they're not out of it, right? They definitely caught fire like a lot of the teams have had these streaks, and offensively they got onto a good little run.
Game and a half out of the last playoff spot. Ground ball left side. Bobby Witt Jr. gets there. A jump throw is wide and an infield hit for Donovan. 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
Going the other way. This was going to be a real tough play. I don't think he really got a good grip on the ball, but I don't think it was going to matter. Playing up the middle and had to go backhand. One of the most electric shortstops in the league, and shortstop position is filled with some incredible talent.
Inside, and a ball on Pete Alonso. Lined out his first time. We were talking to Pete. You were mentioning how steady he's seen this year. He talked about his mechanics being dialed in. This is as well-rounded as he's ever been. Always had the home runs, but he's hitting .280 this year, and he's showing off that home run power here. It is gone. Pete Alonso goes the other way. A 3-run shot to break it open.
I don't know if I saw this correctly, but we'll get a chance to see the replay. I'm wondering if Pete knew where that ball was going after it hit his bat. I mean, we knew where it was going. Let me see what the reaction is. He hits the ball. Okay, he's following it the whole way. I thought he looked back as the ball to right field here will go, and see the tall wall and the fence, but right field is where you get the most carry here in this stadium, and that's a big 3-run homer.
247 in his career, and his first in the All-Star game. 5-0 for the National League. Pete Alonso. Normally when he homers here, the fans are not happy, but most of the folks here, being Braves fans, want the National League to win. They'll take it. Chopper foul. 1-1 on Suarez. Another home run hitter right here.
Oh my goodness. 31, I think.
Yeah, including 4 in one game. Only Ohtani's got more than Suarez in the National League, who may not be a Diamondback for long. If they decide to sell, there's going to be a lot of teams that would like him. Shot on the ground to second to perhaps his future teammate. I don't know. Jazz Chisholm. 1 gone in the 6th, and down to Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Pete, you just said to me that was fun. Take me through it.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, it's unbelievable environment here. I mean, great job from the guys in front of me. I mean, Toddy had an unbelievable beat. Donnie hustling out a single there. I mean, unbelievable base running from those guys. That they set up the whole situation.
Pete, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Joe,
absolutely.
back to you.
Thanks, guys.
First Met to hit a home run in the Midsummer Classic in 19 years. That'll do it for Chris Bubich. And to the bullpen again goes Aaron Boone in a 5-0 game. Tatis knew he'd take his time, enjoying it, and head home. New pitcher, new hitter. First off the pitcher, it's Casey Mize, one of the 6 Detroit Tigers in the game, most of any team, fitting for the team with the best record in baseball. The new hitter, Hunter Goodman of the Colorado Rockies. He flies it off the end of the bat to Buxton in center field. Now coming up, the end of this inning, special tribute you're not going to want to miss. One Atlanta got to pay tribute to Hammer and Hank. So stick with us. And the 6th inning wraps up. 2 outs in this 6th. Corbin Carroll hacks of the first one. It's foul. Now Casey Mize, #1 pick of the draft in 2018. So this is extra meaningful for him, given everything he's gone through to get here. Carried all the weight of the expectations and then dealt with injury after injury. But at the age of 28, he's 9-3. ERA around 3.
Thank you.
And at his first All-Star game, finally healthy enough to put it together. He's still with a hamstring a little bit again, but got through that and has been part of a really good Tigers staff.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about the staff that they have and going into the postseason and trying to beat one of these 2 guys, that's what makes Detroit so intriguing and why they're so happy in the Motor City about their Tigers.
Mize to Carroll with the 1-2 and a high fly ball to deep right center field. Corbin Carroll leans into this one for a home run. Little man, but big time pop. Corbin Carroll, 5'10", 165 pounds. 21 home runs though already this season, and he's got one here in the All-Star game.
Having a bounce back year, he went through a little rough patch, and now he's back on his game as he just catches a breaking ball right on the perfect part of the bat.
Oh, nice play. All-Star fan. And the Diamondbacks mascot loves it. Here's Ellie De La Cruz swinging and missing at the first pitch. First time since 1977 the National League had 2 home runs in 1 inning. It's upstairs and a ball and a strike on De La Cruz, who's got the kind of pop that could make it 3. He's just 23 years old. He's in his 3rd season, already at his 2nd All-Star game, and he just keeps on getting better. Chase is here, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, he's got electricity in his legs, in his arm, and in his bat. The only thing he's got to do is cut down on the strikeouts, and sky's the limit.
Swings and misses, strike 3, but the National League gets 4 here in the 6th inning. Trying to get just its 2nd win over the last 12 All-Star games. They lead 6-0. Pete Alonso goes the other way with a 3-run shot and enjoys it with his teammates and a guy from across the league. And then a home run from Carroll. Get ready to honor Hammer and Hank. A fitting way for that 6th inning to go with a pair of home runs. 51 years ago, an all-time baseball moment occurred in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's relive that marvelous milestone in baseball history.
And it doesn't take a mind reader to read the collective mind that's here in this ballpark tonight. They came to see him pass the babe.
1-2.
again, a standing ovation for Henry Aaron. So the confrontation for the second time. Aaron walked in the second inning. He means the tying run at the plate now. So we'll see what Downing does. Al at the belt, delivers, and he's low, ball one. And that just adds to the pressure.
He's sitting on 7-14. Here's the pitch by Downing. Swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7:15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron. The fireworks are going. Henry Aaron is coming around third. His teammates are at home plate, and listen to this crowd.
What a marvelous moment for baseball. What a marvelous moment for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world.
I think that people can look at me and say, you know, he was a great baseball player, but he was even a greater human being.
Welcome back to Atlanta. Hank Aaron, the All-Star of All-Stars, 25-time All-Star, including the first All-Star game here in Atlanta, 1972 at Fulton County Stadium, where he hit a home run and treated the hometown fans to that. You hear all about the home runs, 755. His widow, Billy Aaron, here, the crowd giving her a great hand. But even if you took away every single one of his home runs, he still would have had 3,000 hits.
Yeah, by the way, that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
So cool. 7:15, we remember number 715. So here we go to the 7th inning. Alejandro Kirk wastes no time, banging a base hit into center field against Adrian Morejon.
I am telling you right now, if you just watch him walk around in street clothes and you have no idea what he did, you could just put a shirt on that says, all I do is hit.
So the Blue Jays scout that discovered him was in Tijuana to watch a different catcher. And he sees this guy and thinking the same thing you are, like, who is this stupid? He started watching him hit and he just couldn't take his eyes off him. So he calls the front office and said, okay, you're going to have to bear with me on this one. He's 5'7". He doesn't really look the part. Jonathan Aranda takes eye, but trust me, he can hit. And the good thing was, once the front office agreed to listen to this scout, they didn't have any competition. Nobody else would look past the everyman look. Blue Jays were his only offer, and he's a 2-time All-Star now, having a huge year, hitting above 300, one of the lowest strikeout rates in baseball. All-Star players come in all different shapes and sizes.
It's pretty amazing.
Couple new players into the game defensively as Aranda swings and misses, and it's 2-1. Jonathan Aranda, the Tampa Bay Rays, also from Mexico. And actually, those guys grew up as friends in the Tijuana area.
That's up.
Same deal where a scout went to see somebody else. Scout actually went to watch Randy Arozarena, who had left Cuba and taken up residence in Mexico, was doing his workouts there. But then a local guy suggested that the scout take a look at this kid too, and they eventually signed him to a contract. That was a decade ago.
They probably told the scout, go look for a guy with the first 2 letters AR.
That's right. I got the guy. Wait. Lays off. That's ball 4. First 2 have reached against Morejon. And now a quick word from Capital One.
With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Brent Rooker gets ready for his first at-bat of the game, but it looks like he may face a different pitcher. Dave Roberts out there talking with the guy who normally his team has to deal with in the National League West. Part of that dominant bullpen, one of the 3 Padres relievers here at the Midsummer Classic. Sunday on Fox, the IndyCar Series hits the streets of Toronto with the fastest man on earth. Alex Palou looks to continue his season for the ages. That's at noon Eastern, only on Fox. Dave Roberts goes from one reliever from the division to another, and Randy Rodriguez, who's #1 in the majors with a 0.87 ERA. It's the best ERA for a Giant at this stage of the season ever. Comes home to Brent Rooker.
No.
And it's that slider that's helped transform him.
Well, he's only a 2-pitch pitcher, but guess what? Those 2 pitches, impossible to hit. So you don't need any more.
It's a slider that's always been good, but he revamped it in April. Got more movement, even though he's throwing it harder. He's missed with his first 2 sliders. They say he's the nicest guy in the world. His favorite thing to do is dive into a good long fiction book, but like so many pitchers, you get on that mound, he transforms. It's been tough to hit. Fastball is hit hard in the air to left center field. Back goes Stowers. It is gone. The American League is on the board on a home run from Brent Rooker. And we bookend honoring Hammer and Hank with these guys hammering the ball in the All-Star game. 2 home runs for the National League in the bottom of the 6th. And now Rooker launches a sky-scraping blast here in the 7th.
Rooker made it look real easy. 2-0 counts that on a fastball. And then watch how simple he gets the bat to the ball. I mean, that is textbook. Foot down, hips clear. And so did the ball.
Been a bit since we've seen an All-Star game like this. That's 3 home runs the last 8 hitters as Michael Garcia fouls it off. Brent Rooker, who 2 years ago was thinking, I may go play in Japan. First few years, bounced from the Twins to the Padres to the Royals. Had a total of 10 home runs those 3 years. Goes to the A's in 2023. Hits 30 home runs. Gets named an All-Star for the first time. 39 last year, already 19 this year. 2-1 on a first-time All-Star and Garcia. Michael Garcia hitting .297 in Kansas City. That's a little high, ball 3. Guy that wasn't even the opening day lineup for the Royals. Forced his way in. Has just kept on hitting. 2nd in the league in doubles. 25-year-old from Venezuela. Takes a strike, and it's 3-2. Not just from Venezuela, but from La Sabana, Venezuela, which is a tiny fishing village that's produced more star ball players per capita than any other village in the world. Alcides Escobar, Ronald Acuna are cousins of his, and both from La Sabana. Zabor with a walk. We go down to Tom Verducci.
Oh, thanks, Brent Rooker. Patience paid off. You took those 2 sliders. Tell me about the next pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I took those 2 sliders. They were really good pitches, and I don't know. So I shut it down on him, and then I was swinging no matter what on that 2-0 pitch, hoping it was a fastball, and it happened to be a fastball.
Your 2nd All-Star game. Does it feel different this time?
It does a little bit more comfortable. Obviously, I know more of the guys now because I've been in the league a little bit longer, so I've built some relationships. I'm being a little bit more social and talking to some more guys instead of trying to keep to myself so much.
Enjoy it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
How about this guy up here, John, and Byron Buxton? It's a treat for all of baseball when he's healthy. He's been healthy this year and tearing it up. That is a smash towards the left field corner, but some top spin down to Stowers.
Yeah, for Buxton, I mean, the talent's unbelievable. The bad luck and the injuries. Oh, when he's healthy, puts up stupid numbers, and Minnesota's hoping the second half he can stay healthy and they can make a run.
Hit for the cycle on Saturday, did Buxton, on his bobblehead day, no less. That's living up to the moment. So that's the first out of the inning. And here's Bobby Witt Jr. There goes Garcia, his teammate, taking off for second and stealing it as the throw goes into center field from Goodman. Up to third goes Garcia. Broke his chain. With that All-Star bonus, he can get a new one.
Got a huge jump. Wonder when he realized he broke his chain. Was it right there?
In time to save it.
Right there.
You know, the only thing that kept Bobby Witt Jr. from winning MVP last year was the season Aaron Judge had, but .332 average last year for Witt, 32 home runs, 31 stolen bases, and doing it again this year. 2-1. Kansas City to the postseason. They hadn't been in a decade. They go back to the World Series championship in 2015 to find their last trip prior to last season. They're kind of lurking there. Tigers pulling away from everybody in the division, but as far as a wild card team, you could see them making a run.
Yeah. They've got a good young core players.
Ground ball past the mound. This will get his teammate in from third, and it's a 6-4 game as Witt grounds out to second. Two outs in the seventh inning, back to the top of the order, and the Tigers 103 days in first place this year. I think everybody knew about the pitching, that the staff was going to be hard to hit, but the lineup being as productive as they have has been the part that, at least for me, has been a big surprise.
It has been a big surprise. They had that miracle run to get like 0.8% chance of getting in the postseason. They made that run. They came close to extending that run into the championship series and ran out of a little bit of offense.
Chisholm to first, knocked down by Olsen. He'll have no play. Got to be a hit, right?
Yeah, too much top spin, kind of a do or die scoop. This ball had a lot of spin on it. Olsen, one of the better defensive first basemen, probably hit the heel of his glove instead of that webbing and popped out.
See it from the view of first base umpire Marvin Hudson. And it is a base hit. This inning continues.
How you feeling, big dog? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Now the pitching change is coming up here. All these umpires wearing the camera for us tonight.
What do you think about us doing it one day?
Wearing the camera?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what stadium. Some of them are better views than others, but it'd be great views of each other. If people want that. I don't know.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm in. When we do race the cars at Bristol in a few weeks. Our hearts go out to all those impacted by the floods in Central Texas. Following Fox's initial donation to the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund, our viewers have helped to raise $5 million. Go to go.fox/TX Flood Relief, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to support relief and rebuilding efforts. Back here in Atlanta, Stephen Kwan to bat against Trevor McGill, and Kwan jumps on the first pitch, sends one a mile high. And seats strike one.
This guy has incredible bat to ball skills. He really doesn't swing and miss much. You got a power pitcher on the mound in McGill, and this is a contact first type hitter for the Guardians.
Takes downstairs from McGill, who is a guy that Dave Roberts went out of his way to talk about when we sat down with him today. The Dodgers just saw the Brewers last week, and McGill blew him away. And Dave said, I didn't appreciate until I got up next to him today how much a beast he is. 6'8", 250. And in a clubhouse full of big dudes, as imposing of a presence as you'll find. Seems like the Brewers always have a guy to shut down games. Hader leaves, Devin Williams steps up. Devin Williams leaves, Here's McGill in his first All-Star game. Chisholm runs and a bouncing ball left side. Backhand by Suarez. That is it for the top of the 7th. But the American League, if they had just 3 hits, just 3 base runners over the first 6 innings, they score 4 times to get back into the game here in the 7th. Brent Rooker with the big swing in that inning. A 3-run home run against Randy Rodriguez, who hadn't given up a home run since April. Rooker finds the seats in his 2nd trip to the All-Star game. And it's a 6-4 game as we stretch. And now we join public address announcer Alan Roach.
Major League Baseball invites all of our guests to please rise and sing along as we celebrate America's freedom with the singing of God Bless America, performed by Braves opera tenor Timothy Miller.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
Franchise, a complete player. Well hit, way back, home run, gone. Rice is going to try for 3. Parker with a perfect one-hopper. Play at the plate, big hop. Here comes Downey. Here's a throw, and what a throw by Dave Parker. Oh, baby, what a play.
I definitely wanted this. This is something I wanted all my life.
Back at the All-Star game, we remember Dave Parker today, who passed away on June 28th after a long battle with Parkinson's disease. Dave Parker, along with Dick Allen, elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame back in December via the Classic Baseball Era Committee. 7-time All-Star Parker. Couple World Championships, one with the Pirates, one with the A's. A 6-4 game as we welcome it back to Atlanta. On to the bottom of the 7th inning we go. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch. Kyle Stowers attacks the first pitch, rolls it with a bag foul. We've enjoyed visiting with the players tonight. We're going to get a chance to visit with the managers. Aaron Boone, Dave Roberts, both joining us. Okay, you guys faced off SC against UCLA. You face off in the World Series, and now here you are, eye to eye, staring across the diamond in the All-Star game.
What's up? Yeah, he's having his way with me now. We got to flip this script a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. Not at all, Aaron. Don't play that Lou Holtz game with me, man.
Who had the edge, SC, UCLA?
SC. He just, the late Gillespie, Coach Gillespie, we just couldn't beat those guys. And, you know, they were tough. They were stacked. Always fun playing against the Trojans. So.
No doubt. That's a strikeout of Stowers for the first out of the 7th. Aaron, you were an All-Star as a player in 2003. How is this compared on this side, managing the AL team?
I would say it's equally as exciting. A little bit different, obviously, because you're not playing and you're kind of managing the game and the different teams and players and requests and all that. And You know, you want to balance getting guys in there with protecting guys and all that. But equally as, and as I talked to you guys before the game, you know, you compete against all these guys really hard all year, and to be teammates with them, honestly, is the best part about this. I've enjoyed getting to know a lot of these guys, having some personal moments with them. Those things that, you know, the relationships you forge in this game that you can kind of take with you forever. I feel like that's happened here this week in Atlanta.
2 balls, no strikes on Kyle Schwarber, who's 0 for 1 in this game. Down. It takes a little bit low. Dave, you get to be around Shohei Ohtani every day. What do people need to know about Ohtani that you can't see just tuning in and watching him from 7 to 10 each night?
I think the things that you don't know about Shohei is probably that ball was down right there. He wants to hit anyway. I think the thing with Shohei is he's very intentional about everything he does, but he's a jokester. He likes to have fun, and he's very generous with his time.
Schwarber fouls it off. And same deal for you, Aaron. You're around a guy who's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, and Aaron Judge. And love the All-Star Game in that it's a chance to really celebrate and appreciate what we're watching. Same question for you. What do people need to know about Aaron Judge that you couldn't know if you weren't around him the way you are?
Just, you know, he's the best person in our room. Like, he is such a great teammate, so unselfish, and he's really, you know, over the last few years, you know, really, I think, taken it upon himself and really dove into how do I keep myself healthy? How do I keep myself having the ability to post 150, 160 times a year? What are the things I need to do from an off-season standpoint, but then during the year to make sure I'm going to the post consistently? He's gotten really good at managing his body, and even when there's been times in certain years where he's banged up, and he knows how to do it now when he's not 100%, and that's something he's worked hard at really over these last few years.
Tatis takes strike 2.
Both you guys worked hard to get to the World Series, and obviously you put in a lot of time, but how important is this for your coaching staff to experience the All-Star Game as well?
For me, it's great. You know, they get to bring their families, you know, a 2-day paid vacation, and you see the kids out here for the home run derby, and you bring them into the clubhouse, and so it's just to be around the stars. I think it's great. And my kids, for my staff, their kids are a little bit older, so they can really appreciate being around all these superstars, and it's you know, with the grind that we go through and the coaches, and typically the coaches don't get a lot of credit or praise or acknowledgement. So this is something that's some of the fruits of grinding every day with these players.
Yeah, the coaches work so hard and are so valuable, and I feel like this, in at least a small way, really honors them. And like Doc said, like to see our coaches, you know, whether it's with older kids or with even some of my coaches that have really young kids, to see them eat up this experience, it's a reward, because nobody works harder than the coaches. You know, the time they put in, and this is a reward for them, and I felt that from them, and so it's fun for me to get to see it and a way of saying thank you in a lot of ways.
And doesn't it look right, Aaron? We got everybody in the home. We got in our own uniforms here, right?
It's so good, isn't it? It's so good. Thank you, baseball, for fixing that little snafu we had there for a few years.
So good.
0-2 on Brendan Donovan takes in the dirt. Well, you guys are, besides being great at your jobs, you're wonderful ambassadors for your teams and for this game. Thank you for all you both do day in and day out for all of us, guys.
Thank you, and thank you guys. It's a great game we get to be a part of, and you know, Joe Torre, when talking to our guys, talked about, you know, you want to take care of it and you want to try and leave it in a better place when you leave, and you continue to pass it on, and we take that very seriously.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us on. That's a good piece hitting right there.
All right, guys, travel safe back. Good luck in the second half to both of you.
All right, guys. Thanks,
guys.
Base hit for Brendan Donovan, who is 2 for 2 in the 3 spot in this National League lineup. Is doing it today. He had the 2-run double from Marte, another 2 hits from Donovan. And now an ovation for Matt Olson. Not just an Atlanta Brave, but a local guy at a Parkview High School in the Atlanta suburbs, and he had the tough job of coming over and replacing Freddie Freeman. All he did was set the new Braves record, 54 home runs a couple seasons ago. And he pokes this one foul. Not too far from here. Grew up trying to swing like Chipper Jones. Last time the All-Star Game was in Atlanta, he was a 6-year-old. He went to the Home Run Derby. Watch Sammy Sosa take home the title in 2000.
Trying to join Chipper as another Brave, maybe to hit a home run in the All-Star Game. What a moment for Chipper. And he did a good job in the tees. He did a good job in the Home Run Derby tees that he had out there.
He was.
I don't think he was accurate about his age.
No, he wasn't. He was in our audition tees, and they said, "How old are you?" And he said, "I'm 28-ish." Strike 3 called on Olsen. That'll bring this inning to a close. Carlos Estevez able to pitch around some traffic and put up a 0 onto the 8th. Here has been one of the big stories of the last month or so in baseball. He debuted on June 12th, and here he is at the All-Star Game. Jacob Misiorowski with a 102-mile-per-hour fastball. Paul Skeens got here fast, right? He started last year's game after 11 big league games. Misiorowski's done it in 5.
Can you imagine what his heart rate is right now? It's probably as much as his fastball is. I mean, he can sling it, and there's the 89 pitches of 100 miles an hour or plus, but man.
Last time out, struck out 12 Dodgers, top offense in the National League, and beat Clayton Kershaw. There's some controversy around him getting invited after this amount of time. Other guys that people thought more deserving, but his manager put it pretty well. Pat Murphy said this is an entertainment business, and people want to see the Miz pitch. You can see his teammates, some of them who have faced him, some of them who have just heard tales about the Miz, but everybody up there eager to see him throw.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, I was a little worried that his RPMs would be way up there, but he seems to be under control in this incredible environment for him. Arm angle, velocity. How about the Milwaukee Brewers?
Man, it's another team you just can't kill. They've won 7 in a row, 31-12 since late May. Best in the National League. Rosarena turns around 100 in the air to center field. Carroll to the track. He's got just enough room. For more on Jacob Misiorowski, here's Tom Verducci.
Well, I asked Jacob about his best All-Star memory, and he went all the way back to 2012. He went to Home Run Derby at Kauffman Stadium, sat above the fountains in center field. Already in love with baseball, he felt even more in love with the game. And if you've listened to Jacob the last 2 days here in Atlanta, and the smile that never left his face, he still looks at Major League Baseball with a 10-year-old's eyes. And if you can do that, you're an All-Star every year.
Alejandro Kirk here with one away, and he shoots it foul. We're also joined by Matt Olson, who's getting a good look at this down at first base. Hi, Matt.
How's it going, guys?
Doing okay. You have not faced Jacob yet. I'm sure you've heard about him and seen highlights. Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah, it's coming out pretty good right now.
This is a good matchup of a guy who likes to hit fastballs against a fastball pitcher.
So 0-2. Hey, what a great ovation you got. I know you get it all the time here, but it had to be extra special playing in an All-Star game in front of your home fans.
Yeah, it's definitely special. You know, the reaction from the crowd yesterday when I got rolling on a couple homers was amazing. You know, the energy here has been great, and definitely showing us some extra love.
We were talking about when you came to the Derby as a kid, watching Sammy Sosa get it done, huh?
Yeah.
What do you remember about that?
Only 6, so not too much, but you know, I just remember how cool of an event it is. I mean, I think for myself growing up and a lot of baseball fans, the Home Run Derby is just one of the best events because, you know, it's guys, you know, not typically doing what they're doing, going out and trying to leave the yard.
Kirk pokes this one in the air to right field for Fernando Tatis Jr. and out number 2. National League 6, American League 4. Here with 2 gone in the top of the 8th inning. And Jonathan Aranda to the plate. There are a few guys that put on a show last night. Junior Caminero lighting up the scoreboard with his home runs. Cal Raleigh. Matt, I don't know if enough people are talking about the season he's having for Seattle. Hit 38 home runs in the first half, and then to come here and just recrown himself as the home run guy last night. Some season he's having.
Yeah, guys blacked out right now. You know, baseball is a crazy game. When you get in the zone, you can stay in it. That's what that looks like right there.
Matt, you have an impressive streak going. How is your, I mean, that mentality to play every day, it's not common. Talk to me about what your philosophy is and how you stay in the shape you're in.
I think I kind of just grew up that way. It's kind of how my dad raised me, and then going over to Parkview High School here, Coach Chan Brown kind of had the same philosophy, and then when I got to the big leagues, I've given Marcus Simeon a lot of credit. He was kind of the vet when I was there, and if you were a trainer, telling that guy to...
It's a base hit for Aranda.
If you're a trainer telling that guy to come out of the game, he'd try to fight you. So I think it kind of just transferred over for me.
So the American League gets the tying run to the plate here with a base hit from Aranda. And it's yet another Detroit Tigers. Zach McKinstry, one of the 6 Tigers in this game, and perhaps the most unlikely All-Star. For a guy who was drafted in the 33rd round, doesn't even exist anymore. But the LA Dodgers, traded to the Cubs, then to the Tigers. His first 5 years, hit .220, limited playing time. This year he's hitting .285 with pop, still playing all over the place on a first-place team. At the age of 30, All-Star for the first time. Mizorowski's 0-2. Takes off on him. The 1 ball and 2 strikes. Out of Central Michigan. Chippewa. Mizorowski deals. McKinstry hits a high line drive to right field. Tatis twists around, puts it away. Matt Olson, we appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
6-4 game here in the 8th inning. Ketel Marte got it all started for the National League with a 2-run double in the first inning. Then the big bats came out. 4 for the NL in the 6th, 4 for the AL in the 7th. National League ahead by 2. Welcome back to the 2025 MLB All-Star Game on Fox, presented by Mastercard. Atlanta's been a wonderful host for this event. This ballpark, the battery, the area surrounds it. Inside, and a ball on Eugenio Suarez. As Shane Smith of the White Sox takes over in a 6-4 game.
Here we go.
Smith joins Dan Ugla as the only Rule 5 picks to make it to the All-Star Game in their first season after they were taken in the Rule 5 draft. So the Brewers pretty much let him go, at least expose him to the Rule 5 draft. The White Sox pick him up. Yeah, and he makes big changes to his arsenal on the fly this year. And as a 25-year-old rookie, here he is. 2-1 on Suarez.
He's got a live arm and pitching for a team looking for the future, right? The White Sox coming off of last year, trying to progress and get relevant again in the Central.
Suarez, look at it. Oh, boy. No.
You're going to first. Yeah.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez, one of the top home run hitters in the league and one of the key trade deadline pieces potentially.
Now this ball just gets away and rides in and catches nothing but that
pinky, and there's no way to cushion that. That is hitter's nightmare when you just can't get out of the way and you're tied up.
All those tiny, fragile bones you have there.
And then isn't it awesome that the trainer gets to move him around and say, how does this feel? But he's got to do that to figure out.
As they take a look at Suarez, let's go down to Ken Rosenthal.
Jacob, I know you've only started 5 Major League regular season games. How did pitching in the All-Star game compare?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, and you know, it's a little different than starting, but it was fun.
You had a big smile on your face after the single by Aranda. What were you thinking?
I was trying to get a changeup by him, and have a little fun and just show off, and like he got to it, so it's all fun.
As you know, some players were upset by the fact that you were selected, but how were you treated by the players on your team?
Oh yeah, awesome. I mean, they were all so happy for me, and it was awesome.
And the National League All-Stars, how did they treat you?
They're good. They're really good. Yeah, they're awesome. The guys, they're all happy for me, so it's awesome.
Jacob, thanks a lot. Congratulations. Joe, back to you.
Now the young star at the plate right here, James Wood. And this guy, he had another piece that the Nationals acquired in the Juan Soto trade a few years ago. He's a stud, man.
This guy, I mean, you got to walk by him and you notice how, I mean, Aaron Judge is big, but this guy's got thunder. And the Nationals trying to win the Soto trade with the prospects. They've done a really, really good job in their return of Juan Soto.
They got an all-star shortstop in C.J. Abrams. They got Mackenzie Gore, who we saw pitch for the National League earlier tonight, and they got Wood, who's doing all this at the age of 22. 24 home runs this year. He's top 5 in on base. He's getting the Barry Bonds treatment lately. The Angels walked him 4 times in one game intentionally. He's the first guy since Barry Bonds that has had that happen. It just so happens Barry's the guy that he grew up watching videos of and trying to design his swing to match. Big, long, left-handed hitter, but trying to have a short swing. And he said, I was talking to him yesterday, that he really had no choice but to have a short swing because it was always cold in Maryland where he grew up, and so he was swinging inside, and if he got too big, he'd hit walls. So he had no choice. First time ever it was an advantage for a kid to be a cold weather baseball player. Off of the bench here with Suarez at first base, staying in the game. And a big old bouncer left side. Garcia waits on it, goes to second, and that's all they'll get. Those long strides of Wood.
Want more MLB stats? Just ask Siri. What pitcher has recorded the most strikeouts in MLB history?
Joe Torre making a mound visit here, giving Smith an extra special moment. Very cool. One of the greats right there. Joe Torre joining Aaron Boone's American League staff and making a pitching change here in the last of the 8th. NL has a 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Joe Davis, John Smoltz, Ken Rosenthal, Tom Verducci. Andres Munoz comes on and delivers ball 1 to Corbin Carroll. Munoz hit his 2nd straight All-Star game. 26 years of age from Mexico. One of the 4 All-Stars hails from Mexico. That's the most all-time coming from there. Carroll went deep his last time. Looks for the strike. And Carroll, 21 home runs so far this season, even though he missed time with a broken hand. He leads the league in triples for a 3rd consecutive year. 3rd in the National League in slugging. Down 1-2.
Man, should have gone to the helmet on that one.
Yeah, use it. '24-year-old already at his 2nd All-Star game. Takes a ball and it's 2-2. Rookie of the Year his first season, led Arizona to the World Series. And you touched on it a little bit. He got caught up last year trying to cover the high fastball, trying to cover his holes, changed his swing to the point where he overcompensated, struggled in the first half, started to turn it around late, and has fully tapped back into star power this year. It's crazy. Arizona is as far out of it as they are. 47-50, 11 games out of first place, 5.5 games out of the wild card picture. The pitching has underperformed. There's been some key injuries, of course. But the offense still humming.
I'd say the first 10 games after the break is going to be very interesting for Arizona and which direction they go. There'll be some teams that'll be looking at some of their pieces if they decide to change directions because of that slow start.
Arizona coming out of the break, St. Louis and Houston, and then they hit the road Pittsburgh and Detroit. Carroll takes the walk. He's aboard for the second time. National League looking for some insurance here. For the bottom of the AL lineup coming up in the 9th. Back to the plate comes Ellie De La Cruz.
He'll be looking to do some damage on the first pitch, I would imagine. Struck out as only a plate appearance. Extreme talent for Cincinnati.
Took it away. Signed as a 16-year-old out of the Dominican Republic. He's big and fast and strong, this explosive talent, but at the time he was undersized. He wasn't that strong or fast, and signed for a small amount. Pandemic season, when there was no minor league season, he said he used as a chance to get a lot better, transformed his routine, worked harder than he ever had. And he's gotten to the big leagues and thrilled the folks in Cincinnati and around baseball. He's ahead 3-0.
Munoz falling off a little bit, missing wide. You always got to worry in the All-Star game about 3-0 counts because it's not a traditional game, and the hitter is always looking for one to jump on.
Yay! Off the end of the bat, down the line to left, Stephen Kwan got away with it. Now Munoz, last time he pitched, because he's been almost untouchable, but he was tipping his pitches against the Yankees last Thursday. Yankees are just throwing up their arm, telling their hitters when a breaking pitch was coming, and he hadn't given up a run in more than a month. He gave up 2 against the Yankees. But he knows what he's got to cover up. 2 on, 2 out. Kyle Stowers ripping a miss. The Marlins, we're talking about how streaky the season has been. Even the Marlins have gotten hot lately. And Stowers has been right in the middle of that. Final game of the first half, 5 for 5, 3 home runs against his old team in Baltimore. One and 2. Got him at the deadline last year from the Orioles. First few years in the big leagues, he was around a 200 hitter as a part-time player with Baltimore, and then going to Miami last year. And he was so bad last year after the trade, he wasn't even certain he was going to make the team out of spring training. On this 1-2 from Munoz, takes one way outside. Made the team. Opening day had a walk-off hit. And here he is at 293, 19 home runs, many more big hits since then. And the Marlins' lone representative. Full count.
3-2.
Everybody got your hands.
The payoff. We will do it again. Dave Roberts has gone through all but 2 of his pitchers down there when you're thinking ahead to the 9th inning. Diaz and Suarez, the only ones available. It looks like it's going to be Suarez, which will make it 3 for 3, seeing the Padres relief trio. There go the runners again. Another 3-2 taken for strike 3. Stowers going to challenge. Come on back, Andres.
He went to it quick, too. And maybe he had nothing to lose on a 3-2 count. So this one's going to be a close one.
Ooh, look at that. Just clipped it as we see automated balls and strikes powered by T-Mobile's network. Coming to the big leagues sooner rather than later. Bottom of the order coming up for the AL. Down 2. National League 3 outs away from a rare win in the All-Star Game. Robert Suarez, the National League leader in saves at 27 this year, 28 this year, on to try and get those last 3 outs. Misses high with his first pitch to Garcia. NL got 2 runs in the first inning before there was an out recorded, and then 4 runs in the 6th, riding a couple home runs. All 4 runs for the American League came in the 7th. National League looking for its 2nd win in the last 12 All-Star games. Suarez to Garcia with a 1-1. All these guys hoping that they make at least one more trip to the All-Star game. There's one guy, though, who we know is in his last All-Star game.
Who we got? Who's in the last All-Star game?
Pause. Go. Fly down the right field line by Garcia towards the corner. And foul.
That would be Pete Macheska.
Pete Macheska, the legendary producer. Pete Macheska, his 21st and final All-Star game as the lead Major League Baseball producer here at Fox. We love you, Pete, and we know you were going to miss rehearsing lineups badly. Pete and Ludacris and Jermaine Dupri, the marriage that we didn't know we needed. Hours of getting ready for pregame, and Pete guided the ship as he always does. 1-2 to Garcia. Yeah, that's a Baltimore chop left side. Won't be an easy play. Barehand pick up, and Suarez makes the play. Oh, we talk all about his power. How about the defense right here?
Yeah, this is this is Manny Machado-like. This is the play that Manny makes, and he makes it perfectly. This ball's first hit off the plate, you're like, that's a base hit, but the hop and the throw, got him.
Only chance right there. Guy not known for his defense, and great to see him staying in the game for many reasons. Mention him being a key deadline piece. It's outside, ball 1 on Byron Buxton. Suarez is in his 4th year at his 2nd straight All-Star game. This one's punched down the line. Buxton with a base hit. Turns around 99. Turns the corner and has a double. And the American League gets the tying run to the plate.
Well, they leave that big space over there, and Matt Olson can't cover it. High percentage of fastballs, but this guy can run.
Glides. Georgia guy out of tiny Baxley, Georgia, southeast part of the state. So 1 gone in the 9th inning. Bobby Witt Jr. represents the tying run. A healthy cut and a miss. Brought in a run with a ground out his first time tonight. 32 home runs last year, 14 more this season. On an 0-1 pitch, fouls it off, and it's 0-2.
We're in a generation of father-son greatness that I just can't believe how much the family business has been passed on to their children, and the young guys are doing an incredible job in this game.
Reaches out, gets to that ball, and bangs it down the line into the corner. Buxton in to score. Witt is headed to second, and it's a 1-run game. Back-to-back doubles here in the 9th, and it's 6-5. And how big is Suarez's play looking now?
Well, these are 2 identical, go the other way. Fastball beats you, but this is what you can do when you put the ball in play. Look at that. Just down with his head, down with his hands, and down the line.
And down to their last pitcher. For the National League, Dave Roberts takes it from Suarez. Edwin Diaz going to come on, try and get those elusive last 2 outs. No, the American League trailed this game 6-0. They've battled back to 6-5. The largest comeback win in All-Star Game history, 1955. The National League came back from down 5. AL trying to one-up that tonight. Jazz Chisholm fouls off the first pitch from Edwin Diaz, who had a rocky first month. He's given up 1 run in his last 28 innings since that bumpy April.
No, he's got to be careful that Bobby Witt doesn't steal third base.
Representing the tying run with Chisholm swinging and missing, and it's 0-2. With great speed out there at second, representing the tying run. Chisholm down the line, stopped by Olsen. A game-saving play for the Atlanta first baseman. Up to third goes Witt. Tying run is 90 feet away, and the American League is down to its last out.
Jazz can't believe that ball didn't get by Matt Olsen, but he makes a great play and saves a chance for the American League to tie up the game. Now a 2-out hit is the only way that's going to happen.
One of the best hit collectors in baseball, and Stephen Kwan coming up as the last hope. First pitch from Diaz. Kwan takes high. What a night this has been. 6-5 National League trying to hang on. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. A couple key defensive plays in this ninth inning. So this game's seen a little bit of everything. We had the overpowering pitching early in this game of Paul Skeens. We've had the power at the plate, and now the defense in the ninth. Kwan swings and misses, and the AL's down to its last strike. Diaz throws and hit foul.
Tried to climb the ladder with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and see if he goes back to that slider that he got down and in to swing over the top. Again, Kwan, a contact hitter, doesn't usually swing and miss too often.
We're at third, 2 gone in the ninth. The 1-2 is fouled again. Celebration of the sport, a fun way to finish, perhaps. The speed of the pitches from Diaz, the bat-to-ball ability of Kwan. And the tying run just 90 feet away. Diaz wants the catcher, Hunter Goodman, to go out there to chat. And some defense keeping the National League in front. It was Suarez, and it looked harmless enough to open the inning, but back-to-back doubles after that. And then Matt Olsen saves the day. Stephen Kwan, one of the hardest guys in the league to strike out. Fouls off a couple. Another 1-2. Takes inside, and the count evens up. Two. Puts it in play. Left side. Going to be a tough one. This game is tied. The American League has come all the way back from down 6-0. With a pair of runs here in the ninth, they've tied it at 6.
That's what contact and speed can do. We've seen a lot of hard hit balls, and this one the softest in this inning.
54 mile-per-hour exit velocity there. Put it in play, good things happen. Kwan with an infield hit to score Bobby Witt. And we're back at square one here in the ninth. And now you got to pay attention to Kwan over there at first base. He runs first pitch. And he's into scoring position for Rosarena. Randy's 0 for 2. And down 0-2. One of the hottest players coming into the break. Rosarena, 8 home runs his last 13 games. On an 0-2.
Ball up.
Takes just outside, and a challenge coming here. They're getting used to this.
This is a pitcher challenge.
It was a warning that I gave to a lot of pitchers. Be careful if you're the pitcher challenging a ball.
Hey,
but he may have gotten it.
And that will end the inning. Everybody with a smile. The American League, 6 unanswered runs to extend this game. To the bottom of the 9th we go. National League coming up looking for a walk-off win. Tie game to the bottom of the 9th here at the 95th Midsummer Classic. 6 unanswered for the American League. And the National League will try to walk it off, and will try to do it against Aroldis Chapman, who's in his 16th year. He's at his 8th All-Star game, and he's tapped back into his best form this year. A 1.22 ERA. That's the best of his career.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, I don't even know if he can age.
Yeah, I mean, 37 years old, still throwing 100. Gonna have to earn it, though. Kyle Schwarber leads off. Swings and misses, and there was no question about that. So Schwarber, and then Tatis, and then Donovan. Oh, 1.
Ball up.
Outside. Ball and a strike on Schwarber. The 1-1 from Chapman. Schwarber bounces it by the bag foul, and it goes to 1-2. Been 9 walk-off wins in the All-Star game. Back to 1933. Last one was in 2008 at Yankee Stadium, a sacrifice fly from Michael Young. The 1-2 pitch from Chapman. Schwarber breaks his bat on a teardrop left side that's caught easily by Garcia. Chapman's been a big part of the Red Sox getting hot. 10 consecutive wins going into the break. Put them right back into contention. Within a game of the Yankees. Who saw that coming? We were there at Fenway Park a month ago, and it was like, can the Red Sox hang on and even consider not trading people or what? Like a game away from the Yanks. Tatis takes a strike.
Well, in one of the most shocking in-season trades of a long-term contract, the Boston Red Sox traded Devers to the San Francisco Giants, and they haven't missed a beat.
Strike 2. A good challenge. Pete Alonso's in the cage. This game will not go to extra innings, by the way. If it stays tied, we're going to explain what's going to happen. Swing and a miss. 2 out. Chapman strikes out Tatis.
Second baseman.
You know, the Giants, since getting Devers, the offense hasn't really gotten going. Devers hitting around 200. Red Sox have taken off. Garrett Crochet right there, who pitched this weekend, so wasn't available to pitch in the All-Star game. He's been a monster in his first year there. Donovan takes a ball, and a challenge coming here from Alejandro Kirk.
This is a catcher challenge. What do you think, Brent?
This is the kind of pitch that is going to be an adjustment, because as the zone is currently called, it's not a perfect square like this. It's a human zone, and those extreme corners often aren't called strikes. Overturned, though.
Let's get the board all set up there.
Guys have been perfect on the challenges tonight. Oh, 1 to Donovan. Pokes it foul. Strike 2. So this looks like this is headed to the first swing off. Home run swing off in All-Star game history.
I was part of a tie.
Yeah.
In Milwaukee. And there will be no more of those.
It's part of what birthed this. And that's good because we're out of pitchers.
Yeah, well, the worst part about that was they announced what was going to happen before it was over. And the fans did not like it.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. The PA announcer said, hey, by the way, if this game remains tied after the 9th, it will end in a tie.
We got much better news for the
yes,
people.
We do. Stay tuned.
Chapman trying to go 1, 2, 3. Here he comes with an 0-2. Upstairs. Now the managers know the 3 guys that they are going to use in this home run swing off. And they'll let us know once this game completes 9 innings. The 1-2 pitch. Donovan got to be trying to run into one here, right?
Yeah. He's looking for one middle in that doesn't break away, that he can use for that power side and a walk-off homer. You know, every player dreams of it.
Another 1-2. That is high, and it's 2-2. After Donovan, it's the hometown guy, Matt Olson. It's another left-handed hitter, though, to have to deal with the lefty Chapman. Donovan making him work. 7th pitch coming here. Taps it. Fair. That is a fair ball, and that is a 6-6 tie through 9 innings. Dan Iasonia the call. His work is done.
Watch this. This has so much spin. Look at the spin. He's waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for it, and on the line. And he's like, really? Cue ball.
What a rally from the American League. 4 in the 7th, 2 in the 9th to force this swing off. All right, folks, here's how this is going to work. A home run swing off to decide the All-Star game. 3 batters per team. 3 swings apiece. The teams are going to alternate, and it's pretty simple. Whoever hits the most home runs wins the 95th All-Star game. The managers know the 3 guys they're going to use. They're going to let us know in a minute. They're getting the rules too. This is a first, folks. You're watching All-Star Game history here. Dave Roberts and Aaron Boone getting the details down on the field. And Kevin Burkhardt ready to guide us through. All right, KB, take it away.
All right, Joe, let's have a little fun. So this is a first to make a little history. Aaron, tell me, who are your home run hitters tonight?
So we're going to lead off with Brent Rooker. And then we're going Randy Arozarena and Jonathan Aranda.
All right, there we go. The 3 from the American League. Dave, who's the National League have in store?
Well, Kyle Stowers just found out he's in this contest, so he's going to lead off. Then we're going to go Schwarbs in the 2, and the Polar Bear will finish in the 3-hole.
Okay. We got a little action here. First time. Let's make some history. Let's have some fun here. And that'll come up right after the break. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Dave.
All right, we're going to let these guys catch their breath real quick. We've got the first home run swing off in Midsummer Classic history when you come back to Atlanta. Well, the first guy to swing in this swing off already has launched one today. Rooker with 20 during the regular season and a 3-run shot that started this comeback. He stands by with Tom Verducci.
Brent Rooker, you're about to make baseball history. The first batter in the first swing off to decide a Major League Baseball All-Star game. Describe this feeling.
Crazy. I'm nervous. I'm excited, though. It's going to be fun, so let's do it.
Good luck. Go get
Thank
him.
you. Appreciate it.
All right, so Brent Rooker And then Stowers are going to go back and forth. Rooker and Stowers, and Arozarena and Schwarber, Aranda and Alonso. 3 swings apiece. Here's the first. So there's one. Had the home run derby last night. Yeah, a little home run derby to end this. Impromptu home run derby. There's a shot to left field, and there is the first home run.
That's huge. That is so much pressure, right? You want to get the first one on the board, and this guy, man, he's meant to hit home runs.
Flies this one to left center field, and Brent Rooker hits 2 for the American League. And his 3 swings.
That is clutch. Nobody at home has any idea how hard of what he just did with 3 swings, and to hit the last 2 for homers.
Look at his teammates over there standing outside the dugout too. Stowers is next, and Ken Rosenthal has him.
Kyle, Dave Roberts just told you minutes ago that you would be leading off the swing off. What was your reaction?
I had no clue this was a thing. I'm pretty nervous right now, but it's fun. You know, give it my best shot, and we'll see what happens.
Kyle, thanks a lot.
Just do what you did on Sunday, Kyle. 5 for 5, 3 home runs at Camden Yards. 19 to finish off his first half of the season and his first full season in Miami. Kyle Schwarber waiting for his chance. It's a guy that Dave Roberts has known since he was a kid growing up in San Diego. Says, go get him, Kyle. Pressure's on you now. Waiting for that perfect pitch. Dino Ebel.
Now he's ready.
All right.
Ooh, he laid off a nasty one. That's pretty good.
Fly right center. It is shallow and short. And the first swing, 2 more. Hey, it's a lot harder to read where the ball's going when there's no fielders to take it to you.
Yeah.
Take it to it. Carl Ravitch is saying, see? There's the line drive, right center field. That'll find the seats. Just got it out.
That is so good right there. I'm telling you, he had nerves, and they're a little settled now.
See if he can match Rooker with 2.
This would be epic if he gets this one out.
Nope.
Man, they're still in it, though.
1 round in the books, the AL2, the NL1. This next round's going to be awesome. Here's the one from Stowers. The next guy has never met a big moment that he didn't love. Tom Verducci has Randy Arozarena.
Randy, they say you love the big moments. Are you ready for this?
I ready 100%. This is my moment.
Go get him.
8 home runs his last 13 games of the regular season.
You know, the pressure in a shootout in soccer is on the goalie, right? I think the pressure here is on the guy throwing.
Yeah. Ready, gonna wait and see. Travis Chapman of the Yankees. Dino Ebel of the Dodgers. Guys with the pressure on him pitching. Arozarena.
Oh man, I think he wanted that one. He's got to be ready right now. He's
Here
tracking.
we go. Oh, that's a nice base hit, but you need more than that. There's a drive off of the bat of Arozarena. How far does this one go? Plenty deep and gone for the 3rd home run for the AL.
This will put so much pressure if he can get the 3-run lead. showing great discipline.
First time for Randy. Gets under this one to center. I don't know. Yep, falls shy of the track. So 3-1 midway through the second round.
This swing right here is classic. Rosarena, he knows it right there. It's gone. Now we got Schwarber.
Yeah.
First one that Schwarber can get early. If he can get on the first swing.
Look
huge.
out, he's going to hit 3. Kenny, back down to you.
Kyle, your whole team is behind you, cheering you on. How much pressure are you feeling?
A little bit. I think a little bit's there, but this is all fun. The boys are having fun with it, and just hoping to get enough to set Pete up.
Kyle, thanks. Good luck.
This guy's been hitting big home runs his whole career. You go back to the 5 home runs he hit as a rookie for the Cubs in the postseason. Hey, Tarek Skubal, he finished a long time ago, but he had to come back out to watch in street clothes.
This is like in basketball. You know how you shoot free throws with your teammates there, and then you get a technical and you shoot without anybody there. Hitting right here is the same thing. There's no outfielders. It's just you and the pitcher trying to launch one early to get within 1.
40,000 eyes all burning holes through you. Schwarber in the air to center field, headed towards the wall, and dead center.
That's huge for the National League.
They're within 1. So there you go. He said if he could get it on his first swing, and he did. Oh, Schwarber's in the All-Star game. Oh, tied at 3.
That's MVP material if he gets the third one right here. This guy, if he stopped playing, he'll be a softball superstar.
Pretty darn good baseball superstar. AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing. With the hat trick. Look out, Chop House. National League takes the lead 4-3.
Unbelievable.
Three for 3 for Kyle Schwarber.
I mean, he went down to a knee after this one. Whew. You just have, there's no words to describe that. That is one of the most clutch things you're ever going to see.
No words to describe it, and I have no idea how to score it either. Got to put it somewhere in the official scorebook. This is unprecedented, though. All right, so this is going to be up to Jonathan Aranda at his first All-Star game, and he stands by with Tom Verducci.
All right, Jonathan, you just watched Kyle Schwarber, your first All-Star game, last hitter for the AL. Are you feeling any pressure here?
I mean, not really. I mean, I'm just going to step there and have fun.
Go have fun.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Let's go.
All right, this is a guy with a long journey to get to this All-Star game. A decade after the Rays signed him, finally making his mark. First full season. He's been more of an average hitter. He's got just 11 home runs this year. He needs 1 to keep this going for the AL. A little lower, he says. Put it in that low left-handed wheelhouse. That's pretty good.
I'm impressed with these guys throwing.
Yeah. Ice water, man. Aranda lifts a fly ball to center field, but not enough on it. And down to his last 2 swings. 1 for the tie, 2 for the lead. There's a high liner to right field. It is. Oh my! That close.
Oh my!
Last chance coming. Down to this swing for the American League. Can Aranda force Alonso? Waiting for the perfect pitch.
Here we go. It's going to be on this one right here. Oh.
Aranda slices a fly ball to left center field, headed towards the wall, but short, and the National League wins it in the first swing off. Kyle Schwarber wins it, going 3 for 3. And the National League, after watching a 6-0 lead disappear in the game, still win this All-Star game with a swing off. Final score is 6-6. You got to dive into the fine print to find the way they won it. This was the close call for Aranda.
Oh, man. Tall wall and right. I haven't seen anything more clutch. I'm just sitting here speechless going, you have no idea how hard it is for Schwarber to go up there down 2 and hit his first one, and then the last one he hits gives him the lead. Man,
I think he just stole the MVP from Pete Alonso.
I think he did.
Alonso had the 3-run home run back in the 6th inning off an all-star pitcher. Kyle Schwarber against Dino Evil goes deep 3 times. One-of-a-kind performance, back for the MVP. Oh, he had to come up with a new way to do the score, too. It ends in a 6-6 tie, but then you look in the fine print. No. National League wins it in the home run swing off, 4-3. Kyle Schwarber wins it. 3 swings, 3 home runs for a guy who's hit some big ones throughout his career. These ones, though, different. And the first home run swing off. Look at the guys over there capturing the moments on their phones and for their memories as Kyle Schwarber wins this one for the National League. Down to the field, Kevin Burkhardt.
Joe, thanks very much. And you know, the last time the All-Star Game was in Atlanta 25 years ago, the winner of the MVP was a guy to my right, Hall of Famer Derek Jeter, who is here with me right now. And Derek is here today to present the Ted Williams MVP to tonight's winner. It's Phillies superstar Kyle Schwarber, everyone. Well, you made some history. What was it like to participate in that?
It was interesting. Exciting, fun. There's a lot of guys who deserve this, but I'm happy that it's going home with us to Philly.
You know, take me through when your thought process. Was it once you got one, do you just get red hot like a 3-point shooter? What was your thought process going in, knowing you only had 3 swings?
Oh, man. Just trying to not hit a home run, I guess. Just trying to stay short, because if I would have tried to hit a home run, I would probably hit my guys over there. But just happy that it worked out for us, and the National League's going home with the win.
You got a great reception, though. Guys were jumping on you. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. The guys were really into it, and they were yelling, screaming, cheering me on every swing. And then when that last one goes over, they were all pumped. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun to watch, I got to tell you. Other than that, what was your favorite moment of the last couple days?
I mean, I think just being here and just having conversations with a lot of guys. You got a lot of guys who have been doing it for a long time, doing it great for a long time, and then you got a lot of young guys coming up who are going to be special in this game for a long time. So having those conversations and having fun with them and just seeing these guys go out here and compete.
Was it the weirdest thing ever to get like an ovation in Atlanta? Doesn't happen for a Philly too often.
No, but you know what? It was exciting. It was fun. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, really cool. Here we go. What a performance. The home run winner here. Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies in the National League, gets the W. Congrats, Kyle. Joe, let's go back up to you.
All right, Kevin. So Kyle Schwarber, the MVP, as he homers 3 times in as many swings in the first All-Star Game swing off. National League sprinted out to a 6-0 lead. Looked like they were going to cruise in this game. The AL, though, stormed back. They got 4 runs in the 7th inning. A home run from Brent Rooker, who would play a role later in the swing off. They got 2 runs down to their last at-bat. Stephen Kwan tying the game with an infield single. But then it went to the Derby, second Derby in as many nights here in Atlanta. And Kyle Schwarber took this one over. Career full of big swings. These three make Dave Roberts' National League team a winner for just the second time the last 12 All-Star games. We'll take a break. On the other side, KB and his All-Stars wrap things up.